Yeah, welcome back to Monday morning. You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, buddy.
What's going on, female buddy?
Doing good, buddy.
Perfectly even weather day here in Rochester. Starting at 63.
All right.
Going to get up into the mid-70s. Looks like there is potential for rain after 3 o'clock.
Was a storm a brewing?
Well, is it a storm? There's lightning, right? They said there's potential lightning. I don't know.
Oh.
We'll all find out
Yeah.
together.
We could use it, buddy.
Could we?
Oh, yeah.
Is it bad?
Dry.
Is it dry?
Dry as your grandma.
Again, I'm fine with that comment.
I think so's Grandpa.
Okay.
He's done.
Well, no, he's not happy about it.
He's done.
Well, he just even for a little fun, right? I mean, a little hand fun. The way to start a Monday. I got to tell you, I am very happy to be back at work this morning.
Yeah, what's that?
It's been a weekend.
Oh, wow.
So I've determined that never again will I ever get rest for the rest of my life.
Oh.
It's never going to happen because we, in the Duffy family right now, we are full tennis and hockey season.
And school.
And school.
There he's going.
All of these things are happening. All of these things are happening. So over the weekend, my daughter's hockey team, they played 4 games out in Fairport against these teams from Pittsburgh. And, we were at the rink all day, which I don't mind. I love watching them play.
NHL only plays 1 a day.
You got to get it all in on the weekends.
I guess.
Okay, so Saturday night,
Yeah.
they're playing this team from Pittsburgh. And this Pittsburgh team is really, really talented. And the game is getting intense, and it starts to get physical. So in this game on Saturday night, there are a couple of fights between the girls.
Oh, wow.
And nothing where they're squaring off and the refs are circling them.
Yeah.
Punches get thrown in front of the net. It was nothing crazy. It's normal hockey stuff, but there were punches thrown on 2 separate occasions. And there's a reason I bring this up.
Whatever.
I am asking other sports parents, and maybe this is just a hockey parent thing, and maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just a complete psychopath. But the phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Do other sports parents start sizing up the opposing team's parents when the game starts to get dicey?
Oh, even before the fight breaks out?
Well, look.
I think that's called being a psychopath.
Okay, all right. No, look, I could be a psychopath.
But
So
you
you're
start
sizing
looking
up
at
the parents of other players
Yeah.
to not just because you want to see the resemblance, but you think you could take them in a fight.
If something were to go sideways, because this happens in youth sports, and it's terrible.
Sure,
it
does,
sucks,
it does.
and I hate it,
But
and it's the worst.
But you're you're envisioning it ahead of time.
I will actively look through the crowd to try and figure out who's going to be the problem and who's going to, we've talked about this before, most men, you weren't one of them, have admitted that when they meet someone for the first time, for some reason in your head, you think, can I kick this guy's ass?
Okay.
Now, you guys know me. I am the world's biggest pacifist. I am not someone who is going to get involved in any of this, right? But I do.
But just in case.
Well, subconsciously, Kimmy, if things go sideways and I am forced into a situation, how worried do I have to be?
Kind of sounds like you want to fight.
I do not want to fight anybody.
Okay.
Getting punched in the face hurts.
This sounds
raising
like
your
more
voice
of
there
a
a little bit.
fantasy a little bit.
Well, here's why it's not, and I got proof.
All right, so you're watching this go play out in front of you.
On the ice, yes.
So what are you thinking?
So, all right, so my thought when this stuff happens, whether it's a bad penalty or some girl tries to hurt another girl or there's a fight happening, is it'll happen on the ice, and then I look to the crowd to see the reaction of their parent.
Okay.
Right? And to see if one of the parents are yelling down at the kids, because that could set off a chain reaction. If one of the parents starts yelling at the other team's parents, because that could set off a chain reaction. I've been fortunate enough in my daughter's hockey career where I've never been on a team where something like this has happened. But I have watched on several occasions where all of a sudden something like that happens on the ice. One parent says something to somebody's kid. You don't talk to my kid
so
like that.
chain reaction.
And now it is just a chain reaction of melee parents fighting. It's insane, and it's stupid, and it sucks, and I want no part of it. But I have to admit, I find myself looking and being all right, if it's going to happen, who am I going for?
All right. So basically, when all these hockey parents get together, it's the equivalent of a dog park.
Exactly what it is.
Because one dog starts it, and then they all join in.
That is the perfect analogy for hockey parents. And there's a reason I bring this up.
What happened?
Because it turns out, as I was scanning the crowd, I knew immediately that we had a problem.
What happened?
One of the dads on our team, this guy Chris, notices a name on the back of one of the girls' jerseys that Steelers fans would recognize.
Oh, it's an old Steeler name.
Yep. The last name
back
was...
Back to Bradshaw?
Oh, not that far back. The name on the back of this girl's sweater was Kiesel. Kimmy, you remember Brett Kiesel?
Yeah.
Brett Kiesel played defensive end for the Pittsburgh Steelers for 13 years.
Oh, okay.
Brett Kiesel is 6'6" and every ounce of like 350 pounds.
Oh my God.
And Brett Kiesel's daughter.
Also inherited the.
Wait, that's the kid
height.
on the ice?
His daughter is playing now. By
Okay.
the way, the kid is not
Okay.
like the kid. It just looks like a girl.
Oh.
Her dad is there.
Oh.
Brett Kiesel is at this
So
game.
you get
Well,
a
he
former
wins.
Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yep. So me and this other dad, Chris, spotted him on the glass before the game because we're both big sports fans, and he's like, Pittsburgh Kiesel. And I go, bro, there's a giant bearded man. I just walked by on the other side. That's got to be Brett Kiesel. So, like, we're both like a couple of idiots. I'm in the penalty box. He's working the clock going, hey, Brett Kiesel. It's like, where's Waldo
right.
for giant bearded
I
men?
feel like he'd stand out a little bit.
He definitely
Yeah.
did, right? But as these fights start happening, I'm looking at Brett Kiesel. Like,
Whoa.
is Brett Kiesel,
What are you going to do?
you going to be cool, Brett Kiesel? Please
It's
be
going to
cool.
take about
Yes.
5 of us to take you down.
Kimmy, the dad that I'm with, who we were playing Where's
Yeah.
Waldo Brett Kiesel, he's a larger man than I am.
Yeah.
And he was standing next to Brett Kiesel after the game, and he was dwarfed by
How
Brett
big
Kiesel.
is
That
this
makes
dude?
sense.
6'5", easy.
Yeah.
He's still
350.
that big?
He is a monster.
So he's all over 300 pounds
Oh my God.
and 6'5".
Oh my God. He was horrifying. He's a horrifying man. Horrifying man. So these fights break out, and I'm looking at Brett Kiesel, and I'm thinking to myself, you gotta be cool, right? Like, you play the NFL, this is no big deal. Like, you're just gonna
Yeah.
be awesome. Because please don't set off a chain reaction where I'm sprinting out of the Rochester Ice Center away from former Pittsburgh
But like you said,
Steeler.
man, this guy's been around. You know what I mean? Like, he's probably cool.
All right, so that's just it. Everything turned out cool. Parents on the other team were super nice, totally laid
look at
back.
that.
Quick sidebar.
Yeah.
I ended up, we're all sitting around laughing about it afterwards, and I just happened to be standing there, have a quick conversation with Brett Kiesel, and then I was walking out of the rink Sunday morning. His team was still there, and he's driving. He waved at me. I was like, "Oh, Brett Kiesel waved at me."
That's
We're
Pittsburgh, man.
We're like best friends.
I will say,
Close personal friend, Brett Kiesel.
I always loved Pittsburgh. Anytime I went through there, it was a great time. As much as I love Pittsburgh, I had the opposite effect of Philadelphia.
Why do you? I don't.
Very
get why
different places, though.
They're extremely different,
Yeah.
and they both love their state, but I can't
Well, they
stand
hate
people.
each other.
They hate each other, but I understand Pittsburgh.
You understand Pittsburgh.
That's a cool town. Philadelphia sucks.
Oh my God, I love Philly. I don't know why you hate Philly so much. Is it because they got better jokes than you? Because everyone in Philly is funnier.
No, Pittsburgh has way funnier. They had Dennis Miller.
Babe.
Funny guy.
Yeah, no, he's nailing it now. When's he
Well,
playing
he's
next? When's he
retired.
no, he's not. He is actively still touring.
No, he's done.
No, he's
Babe.
done. He's done.
Babe.
Babe, not by his choice. 252 WCMF. Okay, I realize now as I'm speaking out loud
What's that?
about what I do, and I'm watching your
Hey,
reaction.
sometimes you need to talk it out. It's okay.
No,
Well, there's nothing you can do. What are you going to do?
there's nothing we could do.
The guy's a monster.
I'm not even talking about
But
Brett
I also
Kiesel. I
feel
mean the
like-
whole sizing up
Oh.
the
Yeah, I
other
was gonna
parents.
say. I want to say though, this isn't limited to just the hockey rink. I do feel like this is something that you do, that you've talked about
Yeah.
openly, that you will do at other places as well.
Yeah, but no, if I walk into an Applebee's, the chances that a full entire brawl is going to break
but
out.
you've thought about it.
Yes, but it's like 0.01%.
Bar's getting a little rowdy tonight.
This is the only place where there's a legitimate issue, a legitimate threat that this could happen. And I want to be clear.
Well, yeah, you got more at stake. Your kids are right in front of you.
Yes, unless my child is in immediate danger from an adult, I'm never doing anything.
Yeah,
There's
I'm looking for the exits, man.
no, you and I both.
Yeah.
Which also brings up another.
My wife ain't.
You think your wife's gonna
Oh.
get in there?
Yeah, I know she will. I like if we watch these grandkids, if somebody looks at her dog the wrong way, she doesn't like that person, right? Somebody scolded us when we were walking our dog one time on vacation because she tinkled on the sidewalk, and the guy yelled at us, and she was ready to go after this guy.
She knows what size you are, right?
I don't think she even cares that I'm there.
Okay.
I think she's on her own and she knows it.
I
Yeah.
don't think she knows she's. I think she thinks you're going to do something.
What am I gonna do?
No, I understand. I agree
He's
with
gonna
you.
look behind her. He's gonna be gone.
You're walking around with a third of a husband.
All of a sudden, the Florida Flash is real.
Oh, I am flashing, baby. I'm gone.
No, I mean, now that you bring it up,
Yeah.
I mean, my wife gets very mama bear, but only when
Oh,
she
yeah.
thinks her daughter's hurt. Like she,
Well, yeah,
I never-
I'm saying it's got to be around those kids.
but I can't see my wife like freaking out on another parent. I would like to believe, and I mean, based on evidence of all these years.
I've never seen her do it, but I know it's there.
Okay. I mean, Kimmy, would you think the mothers are worse than the dads when it comes to this stuff?
See, I only remember the dads.
Okay.
I guess I don't remember moms being any mom having a reputation. Not saying it didn't happen, but the dads were the louder ones about it.
I mean, but look, there's loud, but then there's like...
Then there's snap.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I yell at my daughter's games, but it's always positive stuff unless my daughter screws up, in which case you're going to hear it, and you're walking home right in front of the net yesterday all alone, pass-fed to her. She decides to try one-timer instead of just picking it up and walking. Totally whiffs on it. She scored later, so she got a ride home. But the point is, like, we're spending a lot of time driving you to practice.
Yes.
252 WCMF. Spent the weekend at the rink with my oldest. She's got hockey games. We're playing this team from Pittsburgh, and there were some fights that happened between the girls. Nothing crazy, just hockey stuff. But I was, saying I guess maybe I'm the only parent that like sizes up the other parents before the game.
Maybe they do.
In case like something
There
happens.
could be many psychos at this place.
There was only one time I legitimately thought I was going to be involved in something.
Oh.
And we were up in the North Country.
Oh.
Like, it was bad.
You're too soft for the North Country, son. Those are mountain men up there.
You know what's funny, man?
They all look like old Mr. Kiesel.
Like, you want to talk
I
about...
live on Kiesel Mountain.
The most sensitive people I've ever met in my life.
Really?
Are like, the guys with the big, thick beards that live up in the North going, you can't say that! Watch me. What are you going to do? Did it hurt your feelings? So with that in mind, my wife is Jamaican, so my daughters are mixed. And there aren't a lot of black hockey players.
Yeah.
Like, in the world.
Sure.
So we're up in the North Country, and one of the girls on the other team called my daughter a racial slur.
Oh.
On the ice. Which,
Wow.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Intense.
Here's the thing. Like, my daughter is usually very measured, and like...
Wait, that kid called her a honky?
So my daughter starts, like, flipping out, and I know something's up.
Should,
okay, so
man.
we find out after the game what happened,
Yeah.
right? And here's the thing.
Right.
We're going to keep our heads about us, right? I am under the impression here, if most parents found out that their kid did that, they would be just as upset, right? And I also understand. Now, keep in mind, I'm a 39-year-old white guy, so I'm not going to have the same reaction as other folks would. I also understand that there are kids that may not understand what they are saying and the history behind some things, so we're going to take a measured approach to this.
Very good.
So the coaches on my daughter's team, awesome guys. They go to the other coach and they're like, listen, just to give you a heads up, well, it turns out that the coach, it was his daughter.
Oh,
Did that.
the coach's daughter dropped it.
Coach's daughter. And he, how do I put this, was not alarmed.
Well,
Okay.
she heard it from somewhere.
Was not alarmed. Like, if they had gone to this
Probably
guy.
picks it up from her mother.
If they had gone to this guy and said, this happened, and he drops the hammer on her, thank you.
So he just kind of blew it off?
He kind of blew it off. And that was the one time I had to find myself searching for inner peace so I didn't try and murder a man in a hockey rink.
Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah.
close. But it was also one of those situations, too, where it's like, there's banjos playing and we're running out of
Deliverance.
whatever North Country town we were in. Yeah, but like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Youth sports are the worst.
It sounds like it.
They're the best and the worst at the same time.
Because, my wife used to do that for the Pittsburgh program. She did the after-school stuff.
Sure.
And it was always a nightmare. Like, every time she came home, every
There's
time
always
she
a
came
problem.
home, she had a story, and it was always a parent, not a kid.
It's never the kids.
No,
It's
the
never
kids
the
are
kids.
fine. Like, the kids are embarrassed by the parents.
And here's the thing. Even if there is an issue with a kid, they're kids. Like,
Yeah.
that's where
Well,
you learn these things.
But it's
and
kids'
that's on the
stuff they're
coach.
doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Take care of it at that point.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, on ice, off ice, whatever, like, there are lessons to be learned in all of these things. Like, you're, 30, 40, 50 years old. You should know these lessons by now.
Yeah.
For God's sakes.
Yeah.
Ah!
Sometimes the message just never gets there. I call those people my brothers.
It's funny, too. I also find myself, like, before the game, because having watched this happen so many times with other teams, like, it is something in my head. I don't want my daughter and these other girls to, like, watch their parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, like, I do find myself, like, we'll all be standing around in the lobby, and I'll be, like, striking up a conversation with the other team. And most of the time, they're always really nice.
Yeah.
We're all in the same situation. We're spending stupid amounts of money that we shouldn't for our kids to go play a game that was a third of the price 20 years ago. It does bother me when I try to do that, and, like, other teams' parents every once in a while, they're like, ugh.
Well, because you're the enemy.
You're the enemy. Like, shut up.
Yeah, I mean, where's this all going?
Exactly. The kids are having fun, and it's a great experience, and they're learning lots of lessons, but it's not, what are we doing?
Pick a side, buddy.
Shut up, douche. That's why, after the wave in the car yesterday morning, I'm a big fan of former Steelers defensive end Brett Keith.
Yeah.
Also because I'm horrified of that man.
And you should be.
All right, so what do we learn here?
Pittsburgh's a cool town.
No, we did not learn that.
Philly sucks. Their sandwiches suck.
I think if there's one thing we could take away from this
What's that?
conversation, You should be a fan of Brett Kiesel. Seems
Oh,
like
yeah.
a really nice
All
guy.
right.
Yeah.
Really nice guy. We got a dynamite don't fight any other sports parents kind of break room for you this morning here on CMF. Just after 7 o'clock this morning.
What's that?
You know, for years and years and years and years, the story has always been people moving out of New York State.
Yeah.
Rochester specifically, right? Looking for somewhere sunny to go. As soon
Yep.
as I can, man, I'm getting out of here. I'm going.
Heading to the sun.
Turns out things might be changing.
Oh.
Because for the first time in a long time, it has gone the opposite way. And there are people coming from every state in America to New York.
Wait. They're moving
Moving
here?
here. But we have in front of us the states with the most amount of people that moved to New York last year.
Oh, where are they coming from?
Exactly. And I promise you, you will not guess 3 of the top 5.
Really?
Promise. And we'll get into it just after 7 o'clock here in the break room on CMF, plus a whole bunch more. But first, Tommy.
Yeah, buddy.
School is back in session.
Yeah.
And, you know, teachers have a lot to deal with.
Sure.
Talking about parents and kids, right? But at least they get a paycheck at the end of the week.
Sure.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's one school district.
Still waiting?
Yeah.
How long can you wait?
And that's what I want to get into because these people are now going on months
How do you
without
live?
all of their paychecks. So it turns
They're
out.
giving them a little bit, like breadcrumbs.
But, like, if you can give them a little,
I know.
why can't you give
I
it at
know.
all?
That would be
Right.
my question.
And here's the thing.
What's floating your boat? man?
We'll get into it. What happened over the weekend next here in the break room on CMF. Whether you love or hate your job,
Yeah.
you get up every morning because at the end of the week, there's a paycheck in it for you.
Sure.
That is, unless you are these people still. Because an event over the weekend is trying to keep a light on what these employees are going through.
Yeah.
And there does have to get to a point where no matter how much you love doing your job or how worried you are about finding another one,
Yeah.
you got to walk away.
Well, yeah. Got to pay them bills, buddy.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF, just after 6:45. There's been an argument for years about temperature in this room.
Yep.
Outside temperature. Seasons, and which one is the best.
Yep.
And I am happy to report,
What's that?
after a story over the weekend here in town, science has proven me right the entire time.
Oh, the season you like.
Starting today.
But not for the reasons you like
No,
it.
that's not true. No, I can back it
Oh,
up.
some of that stuff out there.
Like today, your mental health is going to get a hell of a lot better.
Oh.
Thanks to Tommy being wrong, and we'll get to it just after 6:45 here in the break room on CMF. Okay, so back over the summer, we got a story from 13 Wham that talked about how some employees for the city school district, ones that were working in the summertime, were not getting paid.
Yeah.
Like at all.
No money.
No, $0.
So for the whole summer, they basically didn't get a check.
You got it. And the reason is the district switched to a new payroll company. By the way, a switch that was a decade in the making, according to several
So
reports.
they really did their deep research, making sure everything was ready to go.
It also says, Tommy, that this switch cost the school district tens of millions of dollars.
Wait, to switch?
To switch, or at least millions, not
All
tens
right.
of millions. I'm sorry, millions of dollars. And when it happened, some Rochester City School District employees just stopped getting paid. Their direct deposit never showed up. They weren't getting paper checks. It just wasn't there.
Okay.
Like, at all. So the district said there was literally nothing they could do. It was all in the hands of the company that they hired. A company that, according to other reports, had problems like this with other businesses that they were working for.
Like the job that they are supposed to do, hand you your money.
They were not doing it.
Having a hard time with that.
Yeah. Employees who were trying to get their money said they were even more frustrated when they tried to reach out to this company. Phone numbers that went nowhere.
So this almost sounds, if I'm that person,
Yeah.
this sounds like a scam.
Right.
Kind of.
Like
Yeah.
you signed up for some BS.
Kind
Doesn't
of.
sound like there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, there's nobody even answering the phones.
Well, so people said they sat on hold for 2 hours, did not get the answer they were looking for. Some
Yeah.
folks said they wrote emails that never got responded to.
Yeah,
if
then
they
I'm thinking
did.
I'm getting played.
Okay. So long story short, there were employees that went weeks, some months without a paycheck.
How do you do that without getting everything turned off?
The teachers union, credit to them, went out of their way to start offering emergency loans to people that
Yeah.
needed them. But
But that's a loan.
Yes.
Which means
Yeah.
I'm on the hook for interest on the
so
money.
I believe it was no interest
I would
loan.
hope.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you still needed to get paid your
Right,
back pay to
right.
pay that loan back.
Right.
You're still not getting your full paycheck.
And this is where we are now. So as of this weekend, there are still employees that are missing cash that they've been owed from over the summer. A group of city school district teachers assistants
Yeah.
gathered this weekend outside of the district offices.
Offices.
Thank you.
Offices.
Thank you. To stage a protest.
Give him hell, buddy.
They say that 90 some odd TAs who weren't paid over the summer still have not gotten all of the money they've been owed. And they say they were promised all of the retroactive pay they were owed by September 19th. That date has come. That date has gone.
And nada.
Not been made whole yet. Okay. There will be another rally this coming Thursday.
That should fix it.
If we'll look.
Let me get a sign that says, give me my money.
What other option do you have?
I know.
Right now?
I don't know what else you do.
It's like a dog barking, man. I mean, it's,
yeah, but you got to show that you're not going to like go away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I'm
they
not going
know
to ignore
that.
this problem.
because you're hungry and pissed.
Well, no. I mean, there are some people that would just be like, screw it, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a loss. Chalk
Well,
it up
just-
to a loss.
I guess you go look for a new gig.
Okay, so
are
let's-
these temporary, like summer jobs?
Oh, no,
or
no,
they-
no.
No, I
Teachers'
think- yeah.
assistants are full-time gigs.
Yeah.
So this is like, yeah.
Yeah. All right, is there anyone going through this with the district right now? 252-WCMF, 252-9263. How much are you short and what are they telling you? Because I'm getting the impression that both of you in this room at this point would quit this job.
Well, I mean, if I'm getting nowhere. What other course do you have?
Right.
You got to go eat. I mean, if they start coming for your house, your car, I mean, how long can most people go 3 months with no money?
Oh, okay,
no
now,
money.
again, to be clear, it sounds
They're
like
getting
they've gotten some money.
Okay, but some money doesn't pay all my
And I
bills.
think-
And if I'm already behind,
agree.
Yeah.
a little bit of money just keeps me behind. That's going to bury your ass.
Look, I mean, most people right now living paycheck to paycheck. All of your money still keeps you a little bit
Right.
behind. So, yeah, these people they're in serious trouble, it sounds like.
I think I think my fear would be if they keep saying it's coming, it's coming. Like I don't want to walk away and then never see that money. Like that's I think what would keep me around is like I want that money that I'm owed, and I don't. If I quit now, will I never see
You
it?
need that sign. Good downtown.
No, but she's right.
I'd definitely be looking to see what else is out there, but I don't know if I'm ready to walk away yet because I'm afraid I'm never going to get paid what I owe.
All right, in this situation, there may be 3 specific things that are keeping you in your job despite the nightmare you are in.
All right.
1, if you enjoy your job, you may feel stuck.
I get that.
I don't
understand
think you do.
But you and I have both been behind on our bills.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so hard, even when you get your money, to get caught up.
But
it sucks.
But you've also been behind because you pursued a job that you wanted or loved, right? That wasn't necessarily guaranteed.
And, like, here's the thing. We talked about this when it first started 3 months ago.
Yeah.
2 months ago. And you said here, if they started, like, taking money out of your paycheck, you'd stay. Because what else are you going to do? There's no job like this. Yeah. So you sit here and you talk about it. It's like a dog barking. You got to walk away. Would you walk away? No. No. The second thing that may keep these folks at their job.
What was that?
I mean, these are folks, teachers' assistants that work with kids. And the relationship that you have with the kids may make you feel obligated.
Maybe that kid's got a sandwich he can give you.
Can you start asking the kids to borrow money?
You may have to, man.
But, like, in all seriousness, I mean, Kimmy, your husband worked, as in this realm. Like, you form relationships with these kids. There's a lot
We do it for the love
they
of
get
the
up,
children.
Yes, exactly. You get up as a teacher because you like to see, or a teacher assistant, the difference that you're making.
I also would think. I mean, I guess based on the job, I'm not sure. I would think you get pretty good benefits when you work at a school too. Like if you are somebody that relies on that, or if your family's relying on that, you can't just walk away.
So we are talking teachers' assistants versus teachers.
Right. I don't know, but if you're full time, you still probably get something, right?
Okay. But that leads
potentially. I'm just thinking like of other reasons why you might stay.
But that leads to the third potential problem.
What's that?
As to why someone might stick this out. Can you get a job like this in another district right now? Like, do school districts?
Why thought everybody was coming up short, but they needed teachers?
Okay, no, teachers' aides. Again,
Well, I figure they probably have a shortage of everything.
Very possible, right? But, like, do schools hire teachers' aides in late September? Like, if you wrote this out over the summer, believing what they told you, you're going to get your money soon.
Yeah.
And that kept you from moving on to a new place of employment, what do you do? Like, what are you supposed to do if there's nowhere to go? I mean, this isn't like...
No, if you're stuck, you're stuck.
If you're a chef, there's, 150 restaurants to go work at. Here in
I mean,
town,
you may have to completely rethink your career. I mean, if there's no money being paid, what's the point?
But it's only being not paid in this district, which
Right.
leads to another thing. If you like this job, what are you going to do? Find a job for 8 months until maybe jobs open up next year? And again, I don't know the situation. Maybe they can walk into another gig right now.
Because this is kind of like a part-time gig, right? The assistant?
Oh, no, you can be a
No,
full-time
I think,
teacher's assistant.
like,
Okay.
Some of them are full time.
I don't know how it works.
No, I just find it funny whenever somebody doesn't have a job that you think is prestigious, you assume they make they show up for like 4 hours a day. They're on their phones all the time. They got headphones in.
Wait, they're doing morning shows?
252 WCMF. Teachers' assistants gathered over the weekend to protest the fact that they still have not been paid their entire paychecks from over the summer through the city of Rochester City School District. It's all because of a new payroll company that they're using. The district says there is nothing they can do. It's all in the hands of this payroll company, but the payroll company is not getting back to people as to why this is happening. In fact, nobody knows why this is happening.
This company has said nothing to nobody.
We have no public statements
Has
from the
anybody
company.
else used this company before?
That is insane.
So somebody had called and told us that there were other issues with this company,
Okay.
with
Yeah.
other business that were
Gotcha.
similar to this one.
I would
let's
think.
let's talk to Justin, 252 WCMF. Hey, Justin, how are you, buddy?
Morning, Duffy. How you doing?
Good, Justin. What do you got?
So I was actually going to say it's not necessarily like a barking dog in the background when they set up these strikes. So I'm an electrician, and other labor unions, if they show up and there is a picket line and there are people striking, other unions can also turn down the work.
Okay,
So,
I want to
like,
be clear. No, I get what you're saying. I want to be clear. This was not a strike. It was just a protest. They're still going to work today because, the
Yeah,
kids
they-
are involved in everything.
Right.
But, I mean, Justin's right. Like, there's power in this is a
Well,
union.
a strike is, yes.
No, but I'm saying even with the protest, these people are a part of a union. There's power in, brotherhood
what's
and
the
sisterhood.
union doing?
There's floating the loans for these people.
All right, but that doesn't fix the problem.
But no, talk to Justin, please, man, who's never worked in a union in his life.
I know unions.
No, you don't. You bragged about working
I saw-
in a
I saw-
non-union grocery store.
I saw Hoffa twice.
So there's definitely that power where they can band together. So, like, if they were to actually set up a strike and say that they were having an electrical project done, and I know a lot of them are, having lighting or whatever else upgraded. I mean, the other unions. So, like, you could show up, and if the teachers are on strike, other labor unions, so like mechanics and things like that, can essentially say that they're not going to work if they don't agree with what's happening.
Stick it to the man.
Okay, but
You
see,
end up getting a little more power than it.
now, Justin, I'm with you, man. Power to the people, take down the 1%. That being said, there is a little bit of a weird caveat here because it's not the district saying we're not paying you. Now, the actions of the district led to this, but there's nothing the district can do right now. So you'd be punishing the district, but there's nothing the district can do to change it.
But it was their decision to go hire this company to pay you. So it's kind of like they're going to go, yeah, it's over. These guys did it, not us.
But let's say in a hypothetical situation, right, these TAs decide we're going to strike. And Justin's like, I'm not putting lights in anywhere over there because we're bonding together.
It's a brotherhood, man.
It's not like the city school district can like flip a switch and make it better. It doesn't really change anything. You know what I mean? Okay, well, Justin. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
No, I'm sorry. I thought you were still going. That's really all I had for you guys, though. I'll let you guys go.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Right.
Justin got bored with our conversation.
Yes.
I did get another call. This could be an interesting reason too. Not sure the logistics.
You
of
should
it,
always trust the phone call.
But he said that if they may not leave because if they break their teacher's contract, they could lose a certification.
Is that teachers or TAs?
I don't know.
Do TAs have to be certified?
Maybe.
So back in the day.
But I mean, I guess that would make sense though if you're afraid of losing something by breaking a contract.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're not paying me. Isn't that part of the contract?
Well,
you give me some money
But
here.
here's the problem. If you do need a certification, and again, now we're just talking out our ass here. If you do need a certification, well, that could keep me from getting a job somewhere else.
Right.
But what a noose around their neck.
That's what I'm saying, man. This sucks.
Yeah.
This sucks so hard. It sucks long and it sucks hard.
What would you call it then?
Your mom. Long and hard.
Didn't see that coming.
Neither did she. Let's take a break. I mean, this is scientific, bro.
Scientific.
Been right the whole time.
Oh, wow. Look at
We've
that.
argued and yelled and screamed, and you've been wrong for over a decade.
So this particular thing is the best.
Well, yes. In fact, starting today,
Yeah.
here in Rochester, you may notice that you're feeling a hell of a lot better.
Okay.
Mentally, physically, getting better sleep.
Wow.
And there is a scientific reason behind all of it. This season is hands down, by far, the most elite of all four.
Oh.
And we'll get to it next here in the break room on CMF. We have had this argument in the break room for years.
What argument?
And it turns out I've been right the whole time.
Well, yeah, what happened?
Well, when it comes to the best season in Rochester, there is no science, bro,
Mm-hmm.
that backs up where we are now as a number one.
I got a feeling you're shifting seasons
Look,
here.
man, I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
It's not just the temperature.
Okay.
It's not just for the activity.
Because I remember your rants.
Oh,
quite
do you?
well.
Do you
Yeah.
remember my rants,
Sure do.
man?
Sure do.
Well, it makes
man.
sense that you're misremembering because the
Misremembering.
favorite season I have is great for your brain, and your brain ain't working right now,
Never did.
bud.
Man.
You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5. WCMF, just after 7 o'clock this morning. On the boats and on the trains. They're coming here to Rochester. For years, we've heard about how people are moving out of New York State in the greater Rochester area.
Big drain.
That trend has shifted.
No kidding.
And there are people from every state in America that are moving to New York State and the greater Rochester area. And when you find out which states are sending the most people to the Empire State, I promise you 3 of the top 5 states, you will not guess.
I'll be shocked.
And we'll get to it just after 7 o'clock here in the break room on CMF. As of today, it is officially fall in Rochester.
Oh, today's fall?
You got it.
Nice.
Today is fall.
Today's fall.
Kimmy, today is fall.
Today's fall.
And it becoming fall is going to do wonders for your brain.
Okay.
Story on News 8 over the weekend. Talked to a clinical psychologist from the Cleveland Clinic. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, pretty big one.
It's in Cleveland.
Mm.
They say that fall is the best season for our brain and our body.
Oh.
1, they say the cooler air makes it easier to spend more time outside. That outdoor time raises oxygen levels in our brains, which helps us think clearer and feel calmer. This woman said a few minutes outside in the cool, crisp air does wonders for our bodies and brains.
Great.
So that's great.
Yes.
But that's not all.
Why? But there's more?
She also talks about what they call the scarcity effect.
What's that?
Okay. So things that you can only get for a limited amount of time. And there are lots of things around fall that add to the magic of the
Sure.
scarcity effect. All things pumpkin spice,
Okay.
apples everywhere, football season.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
There is something that everyone waits all year for that only comes around during fall that makes us extra happy.
All right.
And finally, maybe the most important thing,
Fry cakes.
that would be the scarcity effect.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that-
See what I
Also
mean about
good.
his broken brain? You only get stuff. Okay, now we're moving on. Fry cakes! Finally, and what might be the most important thing,
Yeah.
you sleep better in the fall.
Fantastic.
You get into more of a routine with the
Yeah.
sunrises and sunsets going
Sure.
back to normal. You're not staying up with till 9 with the sun right in your face. Not to mention, cooler temperatures make it easier to pass out, stay asleep, and get deeper sleep during the fall season.
And they say
Doesn't
you
it-
need your sleep.
You do need your sleep.
Doesn't it kind of make you lazier, though? Like, I don't feel, I guess, as guilty about the sleep. Or there's nothing, like, I guess, getting me out of bed.
Pushing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone.
Like, I feel like a little bit, like, I don't feel as guilty if I'm just sitting around and not doing anything because, it's kind of crappy out. You know what I mean?
But you got to
Like,
remember, though, you're a burnout.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, but you were also lazy like me, so I think
yeah,
you
but I
would
do the
understand.
drinky drink. You do the.
the same. I mean, it's
I
the
don't know.
s-
Okay.
it's the
I'm not
same-
sure what your point is.
different roads.
I think
same
that's some of the
ending.
weed catching up with your ass.
I love how the two laziest people in the room
Okay.
are like,
You
"Oh, what if
smoking
you
all
get
day.
lazy?"
No,
You
but
smoking.
I guess that's why I
Out of your
don't
mouth.
understand. Shut up.
Oh, our boss might be listening. Shut
Oh.
up.
Burnout.
That's why I guess I don't understand why it would be healthier for you
Well, look, we've talked.
if I'm not getting out and doing as much.
We've talked when it comes to the sleep specifically
Hmm.
over the last couple of weeks, a couple of times. New studies that have shown that lack of sleep may be what
Okay.
is leading to an increase in
A
dementia.
deeper sleep.
Exactly. So, like, your sleep is very important. You need that 7 to 9 hours every night.
Repairs your body.
It really does.
I know.
Your brain and your body.
But it's what's so funny about this whole study and the Pat Duffy effect. This is not what you talk about.
No, it's not.
Not at all.
What are you
Not any of
What are
this.
you
You just like the cooler air.
No,
That's
he
it.
likes dank. Like in the middle of February,
Yes.
when you and I are just completely miserable,
Yeah.
when we haven't seen the sun in months,
know.
and you're sloshing through slop, you come in here and go, "This is great, man."
This is awesome.
We hate it.
Yeah.
You hate the sun.
See,
And by the way,
I do hate the
this fresh air you talk
you're
about,
not getting it.
you don't go
Unless you're going to
outside. You're the
football
only
games.
person I know that works out and stays inside.
Joke's on you. I worked out at a baseball field in Fairport yesterday. Who looks
Not
stupid?
by choice.
No, but I still
by
did.
by child
Did you
point.
just ask who looks stupid now? Still you.
Nope, I look great. There was a family hitting baseballs in the field, like next to me, staring at me the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would too.
No, look, what you are bringing up is when we argue summer versus winter. And my argument is always, I will take 10 degrees over 90 degrees any day of the week.
I'm the opposite.
My favorite season is and always has been fall.
Why
and
though?
this
But
proves
you
it.
again, to Tommy's point, you hate doing all those things.
Yeah,
you don't want to
like
go to the farm.
You don't like apples. You don't like going
don't
out
want,
doing
like, the crisp air.
Yeah,
I like crisp air. I love crisp air.
yeah. When the AC kicks in,
When I am outside at a tailgate on a fall morning, it's like heaven. That is my Shangri-La.
which by the way, one of the healthiest activities is tailgating.
Oh,
they
you're
say
gonna-
I went to the doctor. Said, you're not getting enough tailgating.
I can go take a walk with my wife in the fall and not want to
You
die.
need to eat a greasy sandwich on gravel.
You don't want to take a walk.
I'm
with your wife.
in my walking period now.
Oh, you
Walking
getting old?
era?
Oh, you
Yeah,
getting
we're-
old now?
I'm in my
getting your
walking
Rockports on.
Nobody knows what those are.
People my age know Rockport.
But I
It's
guess
the
Rockport-
MFer. It's the MFer shoes.
the things that you list that bring most people outside for fall are not things
Yeah.
you enjoy doing. Like you don't like to look at the leaves change.
No,
that's
Like you're not into those fall activities.
but
Other than like the weather, temperature, I don't think any of those things apply.
You
to
don't drink cider. Too much sugar. Pete will get fat if he has any sugar, and
fry
it gives you the
cakes out of the
trots.
question.
What?
The fry cakes are out of the question.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
look,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
how good
yeah.
his brain's work. He can't even
Okay.
hear you right now. What? Huh? What?
I got the
He's
hearing
got
aids.
giant headphones that broadcast exactly what she says into his head. Huh? What?
I got
Fry
bad.
cakes!
I got the bad hearing.
Sprinkles! 252 WCMF. A story yesterday on News 8 talks to a psychologist from the Cleveland Clinic who says that fall may be the best season for your brain and for your body. And
Yeah,
it starts
it's
today.
beautiful right now.
Are you buying what this lady is selling?
I like fall.
You
I
don't
like
like
fall
fall.
weather.
Don't you be
But I
harsh.
don't like what comes right after
Oh,
it. Like I
yeah.
know, like right now we are having perfect weather.
You're right.
Yeah.
And we are so gonna pay for it soon.
I think, and that's what also leads to the stress of fall
Yeah.
is knowing what's coming next.
6 months of just dank.
It's hard to enjoy what's currently happening when you know what is very, very close.
Because then it
should-
just gets ugly for 6
No.
months. It's just ugly.
Both of you guys are dicks. Neither of you should have stress in fall. And I mean this with all due respect. I got kids, man. I got to get them ready for school. They got their sports starting up.
I
That's
understand.
stress. You guys get to enjoy the cool, crisp weather, sleep in
I
as late
enjoyed
as you
it.
want on a weekend if you want to. Shut up.
Yesterday, I sat out, had a cigar, and
Wow.
cocktail, watched a little football game, and it was beautiful.
He only had one game in him, Kimmy. And he didn't even
One.
watch the whole game.
Well, it was like background.
Yeah, there you go.
I wasn't really interested in it. I did like seeing Jerry Jones get pissed off.
That was bad.
Yo,
That was
yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, it was, buddy.
So, like, with this study that gets brought up, the story they do on News 8 about how fall is the best season for
Mm.
your body and your brain, I mean, it makes sense in other ways, too. If you look at what the other 3 seasons bring to Rochester, right? Winter, I love it, but I get it. There are people that get seasonal depression.
And
when
it
it
Yes.
lingers
Yeah.
into spring.
Okay, fine.
And we don't get spring around here.
Yeah.
We just go from rain to, hey, it's 80.
And that's what sucks about spring. You're right. It's only 4 hours
doesn't
long.
really exist.
Summer, you get wild stories from every neighborhood in the greater Rochester area. Heat breeds anger, breeds stress, breeds more drinking, which breeds more anger. All right, let me ask you this question, smart guy and
Yeah, yeah.
gal. If you could pick one season you live all year round, which one would it be?
Oh, summer.
Yeah, see, that makes you stupid.
I'm a
'cause you're not-
Floridian.
Yeah.
I want the sun.
I'm with him. Like I love it.
You need the sun. The sun is like everything.
We still have sun in fall. You get sun in fall. It's
Bro,
just not
you-
literally on your shoulder.
It's like you're slowly turning the lights off.
Okay.
Like your dad paid the bill.
Yeah, like I love that the days are longer. It makes me feel way less depressed.
Okay.
I hate when you get up, you go to work, it's dark. You go home, it's dark. 4 o'clock, it's like lights out.
Everybody
in the
that's-
darkness.
Anybody that is around you all day, it's darkness. It is nothing but darkness standing next to you 24 hours a day. Like the ultimate cruelty here.
What's that?
Like if you love the summer like you guys do and you wanted to live in a place where it's always summer, you could do that. There are plenty of places in the world, even in America,
Yeah.
where it feels like
I
summer.
live down there.
Yeah, all year long. And let's same with winter. Like if you really, really loved winter and you wanted to live every day of your life in winter, there are places in the world, the majority of the year, that can give that to you.
It's where we live now.
No, you idiot! It gets to 90.
We have some of the harshest winter in the country.
I'm talking about if you go up into like Norwegian countries where like, you know, it snows 280 days a year.
And they always look happy.
Yeah, what's
And
that tell you?
And they're all good looking.
So you're going to try and blame your ugliness on temperature and
Yeah,
not
yeah,
genetics?
yeah. The sun did this.
The cruelty here,
What?
there is no place in the world where it's always fall.
Yes, it is. The mall,
No.
the food court. And everybody's nice to you.
Find me a city on the globe We're 300 days of the year. It's going to be 60 degrees with a slight breeze.
I will say this: the one town I've never been to,
Here we go. I've never
looks-
been here before. I don't know.
but
I've
I've
seen
never
pictures.
I've never heard a negative comment about it. Is San Diego?
Yeah, everyone
Oh,
says.
yeah.
It's like it's never
It's
too
the same all
hot.
year
It's never too
long.
cold. They don't, you know what I mean?
Never rains in Southern California.
Right. They should write a song about that.
They should.
That would be catchy.
If there was a place that was fall all year round, I would move there immediately. And I don't think that I'd be alone. I think that everyone in the world would be like, this is the
You'd
place
get
I
sick
wanna-
of it.
No, what? A fall?
You might get sick
I
of
would
it.
never get sick of fall.
But if it was like that all year round, like you wouldn't be able to enjoy like summer activities.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't
Oh,
go. You wouldn't be
no.
able to like go swimming.
Oh, I
It's
don't
too
get
chilly.
to swim, which you don't even swim.
I used to. I used to do a lot of things, Pat. All gone now.
I was beautiful. Was no, you were. You were.
I'm now in the winter of my life.
With all that being said,
Yeah.
with this study that shows, fall is better for your mental health, for your body, the sleep, the
Get
lower
out and
temperatures,
enjoy.
the time you get to spend outside, the scarcity effect as they bring up here, right? There is one massive negative to fall in the greater Rochester area.
What's that?
We never have any idea how long it's going to last.
Nope.
Because you could get 2 months of fantastic fall weather between late August and mid-October.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could get 90-degree days in between.
And that's just it. You could also get 2 weeks between it being
Yeah.
85 and sunny and 30 and sleeting. And it goes day by day. Like you
Yeah.
said, like last week we had a handful of days, Kimmy, in the mid-60s. Yesterday it went up over 80. So, like, I don't know what I'm taking out of the closet. Like this morning, had my jeans and sweatshirt laid out, got up, saw it was 65, had to do a quick shorts T-shirt flip.
Yeah.
Threw me off my game.
I'm with you, buddy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We doing pants or shorts here? Somebody let me know.
I went with the combo plate.
Yeah, you look great.
I'm very
A
comfortable.
I'm seeing a
monotone.
lot of thigh right now.
Ugh.
What's wrong with my thighs?
A lot of thigh. Too much thigh.
It's a little pasty.
You look like a state trooper that wore shorts as a joke. Why are you wearing the same color on top and on bottom?
So it matches.
That's
It's a
not.
set.
It's not.
And then the shoes pop that way. See? The red shoe pops.
You look like an old man wearing pajamas that got him caught in a sprinkler when he was checking outside.
I am an old man.
Are you wearing pajamas?
No.
You
It's a,
look like
it's a
you're-
button-down dress shirt.
Button-down pajamas. All we need is like a cone hat on top of your big stupid head. No, man, I can't wait. Like, I'm very excited over the next couple of weeks. Like, the Bills are at home on a 1 o'clock on Sunday this week.
Hey, you might catch some nice weather.
It's going to be elite as long as it's not raining. In fact, I have not looked yet. I'm going to do it right now.
I bet she's going to be sunny and 72.
We got, you nailed it, sunny and 71.
Yeah.
How about-
Damn.
Like, there's nothing.
That's prime late summer, early fall sunburn time.
Yeah, you're right. You got to
For
put
all you
sunscreen on.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Sunscreen season is not over yet.
But, like, there are, like, little moments in everyone's life that make you feel like the universe is okay.
Okay.
And for me, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, pulling into a grass lot in Orchard Park, stepping out of my car into some dew-soaked grass, breathing in, smelling the grills and the secondhand smoke and the alcohol
Yeah.
as that cool, crisp air hits my lungs.
Nice and healthy.
Shut up, you drunk.
Secondhand smoke and salami.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yes, it does.
Oh, you know what else is great?
What?
Secondhand salami.
Oh, you like secondhand
I
salami?
love secondhand
Why
salami.
didn't you tell me, man?
Why?
I got this new little health kiosk set up.
Get the hell out. Where is it?
It's in the men's room.
Really? What's it called?
It's called Dr. Uncle Tommy's From Salami to Your Mouth Sauce. Health sauce.
So are you a doctor that's also my uncle?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm everybody's uncle. Like Dr. Scholl is everybody's doctor.
Yeah, but you're already a doctor. Let's take a break. Well, look, proof that our seasons
Yeah.
are better than anyone else's may lie in what we're going to tell you here.
Like what?
Well, there are other things going for us, too. Enough where this tradition, yeah, I guess let's go with that, that has existed for decades now, is starting to change.
Oh.
Because for a very long time, people were leaving New York State. And don't get me wrong, there are still people leaving New York State. But there are folks not only replacing them, there are more showing up
Wow.
from all over America. And when you find out the states that are leading the pack, moving to where we are right now, ho, buddy.
All right.
And in fact, it blows up your theory right in your stupid face. We'll get to it next here in the break room. Let's see WCMF. For a very long time,
Yeah.
when we talked about the state of New York and people moving, it was about people moving away.
Oh, yeah.
But the numbers in front of us are suggesting that things are starting to turn.
Wow.
And one more time for all the Neil Diamond fans out there. On the boats and on the trains, they're moving into Rochester. It's pretty damn good
Yeah, that's great.
for a Neil.
Yeah.
And with these numbers, we get a glimpse into which states are sending the most people.
Oh, so who's bailing on their home state?
For us, Tommy.
That's insane.
You're hanging out in the breaker, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF, just after 7:25, 7:30. If you want to talk about one thing we do well on this show, talk about embezzlement,
Oh, okay.
right? People
Yeah.
that are stealing money from places they
Sure.
work. And in most of the stories we see, it's an older set, right? One specific gender, one older set. That is not what we have in front of us this morning.
Oh.
And because this story is slightly different, it feels a hell of a lot different.
Oh.
And I'll get into it. We'll get into it just after 7:30 here in the break room on CMF. Tommy,
Yeah, buddy.
last year, 130,000 people moved into the state of New York.
They're kidding me.
And
That's huge.
And 100,000 of them moved to Irondequoit.
Unreal.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
So that's why the town's full.
Okay. We have in front of us
Yeah.
the states that moved the most people into the state of New York.
And I'll be shocked.
You got it. All right, so here's the thing.
So these aren't people that were from here originally, moved somewhere else, and came back.
could be.
Oh, okay.
Could be, but these are people that were
I'm still impressed because,
Yeah, yeah.
like, the thing was everybody get out of here,
Yeah.
whether in taxes.
You got it. So, yeah, Kimmy, they were established residents in other states. They have moved to
Gotcha.
New York, whether they
We don't know what their background is.
Okay, so the state that moved the most people in is one that borders us. It's New Jersey, and that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
But the number 2 state with the most residents moving to New York, do you guys want to take a shot? The number 2 state in America.
Throw it out there.
Go ahead.
Florida.
Nah, not 2, but we'll get to that. Kimmy, you want to take a shot?
Ohio?
No.
Kind of close.
California.
California.
Almost 35,000 people last year moved across the country from California
That's
to
a
New York State.
major move. Like, completely different life.
100%. Almost 10% of the new residents in New York last year came from the state of California. Why?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because they got the same issues that we have with the taxes.
You
and
got it.
stuff,
It's not a
right?
political thing.
But it's expensive. We are both expensive states to live in.
I mean, you go upstate New York,
Yeah, I
the
was
expense
gonna
gets
say,
lower,
I
where
mean-
California's expensive everywhere you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
So it could be financial. But again, there's other states that border California where you don't have to go all the way across the
Oh,
country.
yeah. Some western states are beautiful, man.
Kimmy, you want to take a shot why so many people from California are moving to New York?
Is your mother from California?
Well, yeah, like her family. We have family out there too. But I wonder. I mean, I wonder if California, because they've had so many like extreme weather things
Why? What
lately,
happened?
like wildfires,
Got a
things like that. That I wonder if they're just moving out in general, and it just so happens that a lot of them are moving to New York.
Okay, that's not a bad theory because if we talk about climate and natural disasters, I mean,
Yeah, there
we
have been people
get,
lost their homes, start over. Let's just pick somewhere else to go.
and if you're going to pick somewhere, why not
Yeah.
pick a place that has no natural disasters?
Okay.
I mean, our winters
Yeah.
are harsh, but
but
they're
you know they're coming.
exactly
Right.
right. You
Yeah.
get prepared. When no earthquakes, very few tornadoes. You know,
No mudslides.
no threat of a tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
we only get smoke from fires in Canada. We don't get actual fires.
Mm.
So, like, yeah, I mean, I guess if you had like this traumatic experience of going through multiple natural
Trying to
disasters,
find a more relaxed place to live where you don't have to worry about those things.
Google the least disaster state in America,
Mm.
you're going to get New York, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, I mean, Jermaine writes us immediately on Instagram, Duffy on WCMF, the easiest way to get us. He says, as a teacher, a student of mine moved from California because of the fires. They moved to New York.
Yeah.
Nice and wet.
There you-
With damp.
Your mother doesn't
I
live
do
here.
wonder though.
Well, she was born here. Auburn girl.
Yeah, but it's so damp she slid all the way down to Florida. I can't do this one.
I wonder for like how many people stay and how many people are like, yeah, I can't do the 6 months of winter thing.
Okay, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we go down the list here,
So
You brought-
Jersey's number one.
Jersey's 1, California's 2. There were other neighboring states like Massachusetts. Number 4 was the one that you brought up.
Florida.
Yep, over 20,000 Florida residents left the Sunshine State to move to New York last year. And I am curious to the point Kimmy brought up.
Yeah.
Are those lifelong Florida residents making a move to a new place? Or are those New Yorkers that moved to Florida thinking every day would be paradise, only to find out it's not?
Yeah.
I think it's that one.
Yeah.
Because I've known people that went down there thinking one thing. You know, Florida's super crowded now.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a bigger population than New York does. So like the traffic, it's just a lot,
It's not as laid back as they thought.
and it's full of just creepy crap. And I'm not just talking about the residents. Like, you got to deal with a lot of stuff down there that, like, when my parents moved down there, just didn't exist.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, there weren't pythons, saltwater crocodiles, and lizards abound, and there weren't a lot of people.
So you're saying adjusting life from New York to Florida?
You're living in the tropics.
Okay.
Especially South Florida. It's a different world.
So my aunts did this a few years ago. They moved down probably, I would say they were down there for maybe 5-6 years, then moved back because they had like one hurricane scare, and that was enough for them to be like, yep, we don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, they didn't even get hit with the hurricane.
I think it was like kind of like they were on the outskirts, so nothing got destroyed, but it came close enough where they were like, that was really scary.
I think my brother lost his house to a hurricane and left.
So here's the thing, though. When it comes to folks from New York that moved down to Florida, and the phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263, I was always under the assumption that those people had too much pride to come back. Because when somebody moves from New York to Florida, they don't just say goodbye and leave, right? There's 5 years, when I get a check, I can't wait. And then they get down there and they post on paradise every day on Facebook. Check it out. This is my backyard. Like, by coming back, you are admitting that you made a mistake and you look kind of stupid.
You're a failure.
Yeah, but I also know people that have done that multiple times.
Okay. So if we look at the rest of the top 10, again, last year, 130,000 people from other states in America moved to New York. California was number 2. Florida was number 4 for residents that moved into New York State. We go down this list. You ready?
It's got to be the Mid-Atlantic.
No.
Really?
Well, okay, a couple of them are. Virginia and North Carolina were in there.
All right.
Georgia's more south.
True.
That was 10. Texas was 7.
Oh.
Texas. Traditionally, again, Texas, Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia, those are places in the last 30 years that people moved to from New York.
But they have brutal, brutal heat.
Okay.
The summers, especially like in Atlanta, in that area, it's just so humid and just nasty.
You're not wrong. Now, here's the thing. I know there are people listening who may be thinking, sure, a few people are coming in, but there are more people leaving. And it turns out that's not the case either. When we say 130,000 people moved into New York, those are the residents we gained. So last year, 121,000 people left, and over 250,000 people moved to New York State. And I know,
we're in the plus.
You got it. And I know that 121,000 people leaving the state of New York to move in another state, live in another state, sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
But that's actually the lowest number we've had in over 12 years.
Well, look at that. New York, it's paradise.
All right, so let's break this down. Because I know there are people hearing this that don't want to believe it. I know that they're going to go find this study, but here's what you did wrong, and that's fine. The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. But with the information we have in front of us, I would theorize, and you know what a scientist I am.
Yeah.
One of 3 things are happening when it comes to people coming to New York or leaving New York and this changing.
Yeah.
1, all of the people that wanted to get out got out.
Okay.
So that slowed the number of people leaving down. 2, the folks that have always wanted to leave for the weather don't want to leave anymore because our winters are less harsh and the places you would go are getting far more hot. 3, New York is different enough today than it was 15, 20 years ago where folks don't want to go live in other places anymore. And if you look at like economic stuff, jobs especially, I mean, look what Rochester is now compared to 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You can make that argument. Of those 3, which one is it?
I would think the weather plays a big part in it, especially in the South, because they get so much of it, and it's pretty horrendous, like the hurricanes and the heat. I think that would turn a lot of people off long term. Like sitting in just unbearable heat for that long a time, it's just not fun.
Okay.
You don't go outside. Like my brother, he's been living down there since he was 18 years old, right? They don't go outside most of the time. And they live in Florida on the water, and they go, it's too hot.
Too hot for the water.
Too hot. Because, he's 79. He doesn't want to sit in the humidity.
Sure. All right, Kimmy, of those 3, everyone that wanted to leave got out. The winters aren't as bad. It's too hot in the other places now. Or New York is so different than it was 20 years ago that people don't want to leave. Which one do you think it is?
I mean, my immediate thought goes to like the weather and just being comfortable.
So it's all weather. It's always weather what determines where people want to live.
I think people my age, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's why they initially start to move around, yeah.
Okay.
But like somebody, let's say you moved to Florida because you want to get out, you want to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you know me, Mr. Florida.
But let's say that was your point. Like your wife wanted to do that and the kids and all that. You'd never go to the beach. you would live, let's say, 10 to 15 miles from the beach, and with your schedule, your wife's schedule, and your kid's schedule, that Florida lifestyle, you'd be doing the same thing here.
You're right.
You would be getting home at 7 o'clock at night, eating, going to work, and going, like, you might as well be doing this in Siberia.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's another interesting theory.
Siberia?
No, you idiot.
I hear the land's cheap.
We've all gotten so busy that it doesn't matter where you live.
Yeah.
That you're not going to have fun anywhere you are.
Like, I can't think the last time my brother, who's lived down there forever, has walked on the beach. I bet you he hasn't been to the beach, like legitimately going to the beach or doing anything near that stuff in 20 years.
Okay, you know what's funny about this? And I get it.
And that's that lifestyle they sell you, right?
Sure. And I appreciate the information, and everything you're saying is true.
Like you're going to paddleboard around crocodiles.
But, like, it is funny hearing you. You're like, oh, guys, even my brother, he's got it so hard. He's got a couple of $1 million homes, and he doesn't even get to walk on the beach.
He doesn't.
Oh, for only 10 cents a day.
You could help him get to the beach. Maybe give him a sandwich.
252 WCMF. Last year, the state of New York gained 130,000 residents. Over 250,000 people moved in from states in other parts of the U.S. We lost 121,000, which, again,
good.
Sounds like a lot.
Let him go.
And it is a lot.
Loses.
But it's the lowest number we've had in over 12 years. Something is changing. We're trying to figure out what. Again, the states with the most people moving in, Jersey was 1, California was 2, Florida was 4, Texas, Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia all in the top 10. Let's talk to Alex. Hey, Alex, you're on CMF. What's up?
Good morning. One of the things that I didn't realize, but because I have a coworker who had a vacation home in Florida,
I have friends at work.
Abandoned Florida is the home insurance rates. You're paying almost an equivalent of a mortgage in your home insurance rate in Florida.
Is that high?
Yeah, it's true.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, there's been like 3 major insurance brands that have completely pulled out of Florida. Insurance rates in New Jersey for home insurance, renters insurance, health insurance are all sky high. So a lot of the places that are seeing people leaving, it's because, the initial cost of moving isn't that high. The cost of, like, your everydays aren't that high. But when you want to have any sort of protection against anything,
The hurricanes.
you're paying buku bucks.
Book, that's French bucks, Tommy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
Oui.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, great. All right, so Alex, you said your buddy abandoned their vacation home in Florida?
No, they sold it.
Oh, they sold it. Okay, well, same thing.
They
Alex,
abandoned Florida.
Alex, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. Hambone writes us on
What's he
Instagram.
saying?
Duffy and WCMF, the easiest way to get us. How many of these new residents were refugees, he asks. They established residency in another state and then moved here. I don't know how you would do that as a refugee. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Okay. So I am always curious about the culture shock moving to New York from places like North Carolina, Georgia, Texas, California. Because, like, Florida is pretty much New York light at this point,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much, yeah.
But, like, when it comes to these other more traditional, people were born and raised in these places, right? Life here is a lot faster. Even in Rochester.
We talk faster.
Yep. We're shorter with people. We're shorter as humans. We're more blunt.
We're rude.
Well, I would say blunt, not rude. Rude is different.
Blunt and rude is the same thing.
Dude, no.
Wait, you're going to say that guy's blunt
Shut
but not
up!
rude? But
We're definitely not as like.
I'm not even acknowledging you as a person.
I would guess like overall we're not as like smiley, as willing to like greet a stranger. You know what I mean? Like that southern, I guess, politeness you get.
We're
You're
not
not going to
friendly.
get up here.
No, but here's the thing,
Yeah.
man. I hate that argument about the Southern politeness because here's the difference between Northern and Southern.
Right.
And if you think I'm wrong, because we've both experienced this, tell me where I'm wrong. Down south, they will be polite to your face and dicks behind your back.
Yeah.
Up here, we ain't got the time of day.
But that's my point.
Unless
You're
you-
not going to get that initial interaction. I understand what you're saying in a deeper level, but you know when you're used to like being greeted by a friendly face everywhere you go,
we don't
and
smile,
then you,
we don't say hello.
and then you don't get that anymore. That
People
could
cut
be a
you
little-
off constantly.
That could be a change.
But it's all BS.
We're
And here's-
bullies.
But the people that live in the South know that the friendly facade is just a facade. They know deep.
But it's part of their culture.
Yeah.
It's just their way.
There's a
of,
southern politeness to it,
yeah.
to your point. But yeah, it's a sham.
It's fake. It's all fake. Everybody
Yeah.
talks crap about it behind everybody's back. And we do the same thing, but we let you know we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would argue that in New York, if you need serious help, right? Like, look, I'm not going to greet you every day with a 10-minute story and a smile, but I'm here to help you. I will help you if you need it.
Okay.
Where down south, they're like, oh, bless your heart. I'm going to go to church right now and try and fix that for you. Yeah, what do you, okay.
I'm going to pray on that.
Exactly. Thank you. right? Like when you get picked up from a world like Georgia, North Carolina, Texas, California, wherever you're living in that place, and you are plopped down in the greater Rochester area.
Yeah.
How long does it take for you to adjust to that new life?
It probably takes a while.
Do people that move here from these places, the more traditional, slow life places, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, are we an acquired taste?
Yeah. Well, okay. So
you moved here.
I moved here, but I was.
I love this guy. Yeah, I was like New York the whole time, man. I spent my whole life in Florida, but I was like New York. I was
Tommy Manhattan.
You left Jersey at 7.
Yes, I did.
And you're gonna say, yeah, man, but it was like in me, man.
No, but you remember when I had that fiance from Kentucky?
Yes.
And I brought her up here.
Yes.
And she was like shocked, like because she was born in Lexington, Kentucky, Southern, and very like prim, proper, and she was like, first thing she goes, everybody's got tattoos up here, and they talk fast, and they're like. She was shocked at how many men up here had beards.
In her defense, think of the show you were on at the time.
I understand.
The guy owned a piece of a tattoo shop and a beard shop
and a motorcycle. But like she was shocked. Yeah, she was like completely shocked. Because like she had been to the Midwest, like Chicago, which is more it's a Midwestern town. We're Northeast.
Yeah,
and we're just grittier.
Oh, that's a perfect way to put it.
You know.
Yeah,
it's not always pretty around here.
Oh, my God.
No, I mean, he's right.
Not
compared to other places.
Not like Kentucky.
Kentucky is a beautiful country.
Really? Look around the people that live there. I know.
Don't look at their teeth.
It does feel like another country.
I know what he's saying.
It's a beautiful country. I mean, the countryside. You know what I mean? Southern folk.
The quaintness.
I mean, we got
they're not even really Southern, too. Like, that's what kills me about Kentucky. Like, you don't have to talk like that. You're right here.
Well.
You're right here.
Yeah, but they've always been them.
You're touching Ohio.
They
haven't, though.
There's a lot of touching in Kentucky.
They picked the right side, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Bill writes us on Instagram, again, 130,000 people. We gained 130,000 residents in the state of New York last year. We lost 121,000, but that's the lowest we've had lost since in over 12 years. The top states of people that moved out moving into New York. California was 2, Florida was 4. In the top 10, Texas, Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia also in there. Traditionally, places that people from New York were moving to. Bill writes us on Instagram, Duffy on WCMF, easiest way to get us. Sounds like Bill lives in Florida.
Oh.
He says, as much as I hate to admit it, Tommy is right. I feel that. He says, I moved down to New Smyrna Beach 8 years ago. I live 8 miles from the beach. Maybe get there once a month because of my schedule. Insurance is also a bear. The summer here is like winter in New York with the opposite temperatures, but you don't have to shovel the sun.
Yeah.
All right.
But you do sit in a lot of traffic.
All right, Bill, I asked this question. Why don't you come back then?
He's probably locked in.
Okay. Well,
that's the problem.
All right. Fair enough.
You know, how do you uproot yourself? Because moving sucks. Moving sucks even worse when you're going to do it 1,800 miles away.
Yeah, but if there's one thing I hate moving. If there's one move I'd be okay with, it's to go home to friendly faces.
Okay.
Something that I know.
All
a Wegmans available down the street, a sports
Ooh,
team.
Wegmans.
A sports team I can watch on TV every weekend. I mean, it's those little things that really make you miss home.
Sure. Yeah.
Like when we traveled, something as simple as having to go to a bar to watch a Bills game sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
You mean like finding one?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, like when I was on the road doing comedy, right? Like I would have to go to a bar to watch the Bills on TV because it was during the drought, and I'm the only Bills fan in the bar, and you lose that sense of community with everything like that.
Mm.
It's all about community, Pat.
Yeah, I mean, it
people.
is.
It's about the people.
It is about the people.
Be tight.
I will say, though, I do know people that have moved and kind of found like a new sense of that. Like, for instance, like I knew people that moved to Austin.
Okay.
And they kind of like embraced the University of Texas football team and stuff. Like they kind of like really enjoy going out and doing that now. Like they're new fans, I guess. But like, they found something down there that they can look forward to every week.
Okay, and look, there are people in this world that when you put them in a situation, they just find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
They're very, outgoing and friendly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. I cannot adapt enough to find that word in my brain. Let me ask you guys one more question.
What's that?
Before we move on. I'm going to start with Kimmy over here.
Go ahead.
Kimmy.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm listening. Great back and forth with you two.
Are you welcoming or suspicious of someone that moves here from halfway across the country? Like if you found out your neighbor was from Texas, do you go, oh, that's cool? Or is your first thought, the hell are you doing here?
Well, I do wonder like what brought them up here. Like if it's not for work and it's not for like family, like if you have no connection to the area, I do always wonder like you picked here. And like I understand like living here, why I like it here, but I just from an outsider's perspective, I don't get what would bring you here randomly, you know?
Tommy,
Yeah, buddy.
are you welcoming or suspicious?
Oh, if I see somebody moving here from like across country,
Yeah.
you effed up big time.
What are you talking about?
Boy,
Oh, you think they're running from
boy, I don't know
something.
what you did to get your ass 3,000 miles over here, but you left something horrible over there.
But of all of the places they could have run to, why would they run here?
I don't know.
You're an idiot.
But I'm guarantee you, it's a bad story.
Oh, that's a guarantee.
That's a guaranteed the boy effed up.
Tommy Muley guarantee.
Yeah. He left some, he either is running from his kids, his wife.
Oh, he's a single guy. I
I
was picturing like a family or
Family's
couple.
even worse, man. Like you're dragging the whole family down with you. But I usually put that on the husband.
it's got to be suspicious for most people. I mean,
Oh,
hell,
yeah.
we're suspicious of people that move from the other side of the river, let alone the other side of the country.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it wouldn't be as suspicious if I lived in like a bigger city. Like I understand like why you wanted to come and experience something new. It's like, but here, how did you even hear about Rochester?
Yeah, no connection,
period?
and you're here.
Yeah.
Man, Kimmy, you should be working for the Rochester Chamber of Commerce. Why here? Rochester, why here?
Why?
Why? What are you
What are we
doing?
doing?
Most people probably couldn't point to it on a map.
What's the one that says Rochester?
I know, I understand.
Most people, when you talk about Rochester, they think we're right outside of New
Yeah,
York.
like they think New York City.
No, they think New
yeah.
Rochelle.
Understood.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder how.
Yeah, I live in Rye.
Well, there is that great moment in the Four Falls of Buffalo where Thurman Thomas
Yes.
thought, yeah. You go ahead. I'm sorry. You
He
saw
thought
it.
he was going to New York City. Because where's all the big buildings? Oh, they're 300 miles that way.
All right, so we'll finish with this.
Yeah.
Sabi, I think is her name.
Sabi?
Sabi, S-A-B-I. She writes us on Instagram. She says, I moved here because of love. My boyfriend turned into my fiance. We are getting married September 19th of 2026.
You moved here for a set of balls, lady. There's balls all over this country, honey.
Put that
You
on
didn't need no New Rochelle testicles.
Put that on a T-shirt. Sell at the rock shop.
I moved here for the sack.
That's not what I meant. There's balls all over this country.
You know there is.
Let's take a break.
Southern balls better.
Gonna smell real
smell-
bad. We've done this story 100 different times.
Yep.
But here's the thing. For the 99 other times we've done it, it is a woman. She is in her 40s, 50s, or 60s.
Yeah.
And you sit here and try and justify why she did it. There are several details about the story that are slightly different.
There's a new look.
Because of that,
Yeah.
it feels worse.
Ooh.
Even though at this age, we probably should be giving more grace than we would give someone who is 40, 50, or 60 years old. And we'll get into the story, the allegation, should I say, next here in the break room on CMF. There are circumstances in life that can make things so desperate, you'll consider crime
Oh, sure.
as an option. Issues with substance abuse, gambling, family debts, they make good people do dumb things.
Yeah.
But the folks we see get caught in those traps tend to be a little bit older. This story, although it's one we've seen before, feels, Tommy, a little bit different.
So what happened?
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF, just after 7:45. Since we got to embarrass Tommy and his picks on Friday, we have something else to do.
Oh,
And there is celebration on the west side in one specific town.
fantastic.
Because after 2 years, these people finally get to take their normal route home again.
Oh, it's working?
That is, if the new route isn't their normal route home now.
Oh.
And we'll get to it just after 7:45 here in the break room on CMF. A Postal Service employee just east of us facing serious punishment this morning after admitting stealing money from the U.S. government.
So he was like going into the envelopes?
Last week, no.
Oh.
He wasn't stealing from citizens.
Oh.
He admitted to stealing almost $77,000
God damn.
from the post office. And here's how he did it. Authorities say he would make up fake money orders and then pocket the money himself. I did not know you can get money orders at the post office.
What job did he have there?
Maybe he worked in the front of the house.
Yeah.
You get money orders at the post office?
I always got him from the bank.
I understand. I got them from Wegmans, but I didn't know
Yeah,
that you
right.
could.
Yeah,
I
or
was
like
not
any
aware.
store.
Yeah.
I was unaware that
And then he was cashing them.
he would make up fake money orders and pocket the money. They
All
said
right.
he did it at 2 different post offices over a 2-year period, and it led to the $77,000 they say he
Damn.
took. How can you go that long with that much money missing at 2 different places you were working and make it 2 years?
And where were you cashing them?
It's a good question.
Because like you'd have to like move, because that would be suspicious if you kept coming in every week with these checks. Right?
Unless you went to another place that would cash the money order.
but I would think you'd even have to move that around a little bit. You know what I mean?
How do you cash a money order? I've only given money orders.
So I remember like when I was on a road, but that was years ago. You would get money orders to pay something. You know what I mean? But like because you had to literally have the cash on hand.
No. I remember taking cash and getting a money order. I'm saying I gave that money order to like my
Pay a bill.
landlord. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never received a money order.
Yeah,
I see
me
what you're
neither.
saying.
I've only used them to pay bills.
Yeah. So do I go to the bank with that money order and
And
they
then
give
cash
me
it
the
out,
money?
right,
Or do
yeah.
I go to the grocery store? Do I go to the post office? Maybe you can just deposit them in your bank.
Oh, you could do that maybe.
I know.
All
I'm
right.
at 252 WCMF. How poor? How busted are we? I've given plenty of money orders.
Well, yeah.
Never kept any.
Never got a money order.
Never lucky enough.
So going back to the story here, because this crime was a post office crime, the punishment is serious. Despite the fact that he's already paid back the money he took, according to the story, he's still looking at 5 years in federal prison.
And he paid it all back?
He paid it all back already. I mean, look, when you're looking at sentencing, I mean,
yeah.
you find
Oh,
a
that
way
might
to-
look good on you. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, up to this point, the story is pretty standard.
Yeah.
Worker finds a scam, allegedly embezzles money over a period of time. What makes this story different?
What do you
And
think?
we'll get to that in 1 second because now we have a money order answer, and it's going to bother me. Let's talk to a man we haven't heard from in a long time because his name is so stupid. I always remember when he calls. Hampton's on CMF. Hello, Hampton.
Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. A little bit on money orders to the post office. So post office money orders are recognized all throughout the United States.
They're not
They can be
recognized.
cashed-
They're recognized.
They can be cashed at any post office or at a bank.
Oh, wait, I can get money at the post office for these checks.
You can. So if you write it wrong or something, or somebody didn't want it, you can take it back to that post office and get the money right there from them.
And nobody wanted this money order.
Right.
So I'd like it back, please. Okay, so
And
it's
they
just...
also,
Go ahead, Hampton. I'm sorry.
that's okay. And they also sell international money orders, which are what they suggest you use when you buy stuff overseas. They suggest you get an international post office money order.
It looks just like any other money order, but it has a picture of the rapper Pitbull on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he international?
Mr. 305.
Oh.
Yeah. Hampton, thank you for all the money order information. Good to talk to you, buddy.
Hey, boys.
All right, there goes Hampton. Can we get him a radio that doesn't go up so loud? For
I
God's
don't know
sake.
what's happening there.
Okay, so far again with this story, you got a post office worker allegedly steals $77,000 over a 2-year period, working a money order scam. So far, pretty standard.
Yeah.
What makes this story different, Tommy?
What's that?
Normally, the folks busted for this are between the ages of like 35 and 65, right? All the embezzlement stories we talk
I
about.
would think he's a postal worker, so he might be up there.
This guy, according to police, 26 years old,
Punk ass.
which
Young
means
man
Punk ass
game.
child.
He was 24 when he started doing it.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Tommy?
Bold.
Yeah, Kimmy, you ain't kidding.
Or just very unaware of the consequences.
So let's break this down. When you see older people popped for opening an old country door, when you see older people pop for stealing from work, you personally, Tommy, like to make all kinds of excuses for them, right?
Yeah, you come up short.
Gambling, grandkids, addiction,
Health.
Yeah, all these
medical
things.
bills.
Are you
my
willing,
heart condition?
Are you willing to make those same exact excuses for a 26-year-old kid?
Of course not, this jackass child.
Why?
He's an idiot child.
Older people are not idiots?
Idiots, but they got concerns.
Idiots with concerns? It sounds like such a bad name for dads. Idiots with concerns.
This child is straight up idiot.
Okay.
Because he's just partying his ass off.
So you're saying
He's
arguing
chasing tail.
You're arguing the younger person theft is more about greed.
Yeah. He's got 1 million aftermarket products in his car. He's got a Crown air freshener, front and back.
So he's a New York City cabbie?
Oh yeah.
Kimmy?
Yeah.
Would you agree with Tommy that the younger the scammer, the more it's about greed?
Well, I just think it could be a kid who may be a little oblivious, discovered you could do this and thought, well, why? Almost why wouldn't everybody be doing this? This is way too easy.
But he's chasing fun.
It's
I
more,
hope he's chasing fun.
It's more just he doesn't realize the what's actually happening here and
right,
how easy it's going to be to get caught.
Okay. The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Let's have a fun exercise here.
Okay.
All right? Everybody listening.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think of a 24, 25, 26-year-old kid arrested for this crime. And I want you to think of every other embezzlement story we do where they're 40, 50, 60 years old.
Got it.
Right? Who do you look at as the worst criminal? Because I want you right now, Tommy, to put yourself in the shoes of a 24, 25, 26-year-old kid. There is literally no difference what you would spend that stolen money on at 25 than what you would spend that stolen money on right now.
Me?
Yes.
Well, some things I've aged out of.
For example?
Fun. I mean, I don't have the same fun I did as a kid.
You would spend it on booze.
Yeah.
You would spend it on trips.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You would spend it on stupid stuff you don't need to buy.
Like socks.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you're right. The items are different, but the overall grand scheme of things, alcohol, pointless purchases, and trips.
All right, so the poison wouldn't change.
Yes. I mean, no, it wouldn't. The items may change, but what you're doing it for would not change. There was no difference.
All right, adjusted for age, yes.
And you're right. Look, I agree with you that desperate people do desperate things. But we've also seen a lot of stories locally. People who stole cash up in ages that spend it on vacations and gifts and trips to the casino.
Yeah.
And I guess the older one, I struggle to understand because we've talked about people who've had those jobs for years and they have a solid salary and setup, and why would you risk that all
Agreed.
later in your career when you have more to lose?
Yes.
I guess.
I think Kimmy brings up a great point, and I want to touch on that more in a second. We got folks waiting on hold, 252-WCMF. We're talking about this 26-year-old guy, according to police, for 2 years. He allegedly stole $77,000 in a money order scam while working for the post office. He's facing 5 years in prison, despite the fact that he's already paid back the $77,000. Joe's on CMF. Hey, Joe, how are you, buddy?
Duffy, if I had that money, I'd buy season tickets to the new Highmark. Go Bills.
You're still $10,000 short.
Exactly. Hey, listen, so I kind of know about this situation a little bit. My question would be, at every night, they have to count that money. And if his debt money's not on, how many days is it going to go before someone raises a red flag?
2 years?
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm asking, Tommy. Was someone else involved?
Oh.
You can't. There's no way you can go 2 years. So that money leaves that post office, goes to it. Let's just call it a general lockbox.
This is Postal Joe.
It's counted every night. So they're going to see that money's short.
Okay, I mean, all right, go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
The cover-up goes deeper,
Patrick. It's going to raise a red flag at the secondary place. So I don't understand how 2 years it went that far.
Look, I mean,
he doesn't understand.
I'm with you, but police say this is what happened. And the guy, it sounds like he pleaded guilty and paid the money back. So
Well, I mean, I'm just talking to you, as someone who's, intimate with the situation, if you will.
Yeah, he's
I
been
don't
having
get
sex
it,
with
man.
those boxes.
I don't get it how it can go so long, man. You're accountable for every dollar every night.
No, but I mean, Joe, to your point, we have this. I mean, the same thought crosses with all of these stories. Like you have these town governments that have multiple people looking at books where that money goes missing. Kimmy, there was that story of that former fire chief east of us who stole over $100,000.
Yeah,
Nobody
a town we
noticed.
never heard of.
Exactly, right? Like, I mean, how about that? Oh, by the way, Joe, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day.
Yeah, take out.
Go Bills.
Well,
Okay. Real quick, I don't want to lose this. I'm sorry. Last week we told you a story about the town of, we called it Throop.
Yeah.
It's outside of Auburn.
Never heard of it.
Okay, so their town supervisor, at least their former town supervisor, stole like $36,000 plus another $11,000, and the town is allegedly they're suing him to get that money back. The guy who runs Throop, turns out it's called Troop.
Oh, Troop.
Wrote us on Instagram. I'm trying to find the message now. It's way down. It said, "Thank you for shining a light on this town, and we
On
appreciate
Troop.
it." But he only wrote me, I think.
Oh.
Here we go. Eric writes, as the current town supervisor of, the pronunciation is Troop, I want to say thank you for bringing a little attention to our little town. But my point I'm getting at, that whole town was ripped off for maybe $50,000.
And nobody was watching.
You got it. It happens.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Well, to Joe's point though, when he said that, he basically said that like maybe other people were involved, or alluded to that because like how could it go unnoticed? I always, is it bad that when I see a younger person doing something as bold as this, I do assume that like that habit was, because you pick up all your bad habits or you learn those things from the people who train you, the older people at work.
Yeah.
Like maybe the people above you didn't do it to that extent, but you were shown some things that weren't above board and maybe you took it a little too far. Like that's what I always assume when I see a younger person, because I don't automatically assume they would be that bold on their own.
Okay. I get that take.
Like
Yeah.
all the bad habits I've ever learned at a job were always from the people who've had that job the
Yeah,
longest.
you're only as good as your coworkers.
Yeah, Kimmy's been hiding bottles of Jameson in the plant behind town.
Where?
I know it's funny.
What?
Like this whole idea as we started this conversation of you judging a 26-year-old harder than you would a 50-year-old for embezzlement, right? I get that as a 24 to 26-year-old person. You are grown ass and you should know better. But I would also argue that at that age, it's much easier to fall into peer pressure, to Kimmy's point she just made. It's a lot easier to underestimate the punishment you will be facing.
Not thinking it through.
Exactly. It's also a lot easier to think you're smarter than the people you're ripping off. I would argue that makes this crime less, what's the word I'm looking
Heinous?
for? It's not stealing money from the post office. It's not a heinous crime. Heinous involves like bodies and injury and people sad for their loved ones. Money from the government.
All right, bad person.
Less bad, yes.
Less bad.
I would say this 26-year-old is less of a criminal embezzling 77
So
grand.
if I do it, I'm more badder.
Yes, because you don't have the peer pressure. You know the punishment you'd be facing. You know you're not smarter than
Yes.
the people you're ripping off, yet you still chose to do it.
Yeah.
That's a dumber crime, in my opinion.
So the older man is the dumber man.
I think so.
Okay.
Or woman. I mean, you know.
Oh, yeah, ladies doing dumb stuff, too.
I'm saying with most
Even
of
the old bags.
I think about women. You know, they're invisible, and that's why I always have something. Even the old bags.
The old haggy baggies.
I want to finish it up with Troy because he does bring up a good point. We see this happen in the stories all the time.
What's that?
Troy writes us on Instagram, Duffy and WCMF, the easiest way to get us. If this guy stole $77,000 and he had enough money to pay it back, what was the point of stealing it if he already had it? So I'm guessing he didn't already have it. Found a way to get it. Maybe mom and dad.
Yeah.
Taking out a loan, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he is right. Like you have to pay restitution.
Yeah.
You get caught, you're not only facing punishment, you're behind further financially than you were in the first
You are.
place. And it's probably going to happen.
Yeah, you're in the tank.
So don't steal.
Okay, there you go.
Like, take the ethical part out of it just so you don't end up behind again. Here's your lesson from the break room.
All right.
Let's take a break. 2 years.
2 years or what?
2 years these people sat with no idea when this thing was going to be fixed. And it's a problem, Kimmy, because if you live in a place like this could have been your route home every day.
Seems like it. It seems like, you may have had to go quite out of your way to get where you had to go.
I mean, hell, just adding 10 minutes each trip
Yeah.
over 2 years. Kimmy, that could be like a month of real time that you lost because of this. The good news.
What's the good news?
Everything in this West Side town is fixed.
Fantastic.
And these people can go back to their old routes. That is, if their old route will be their new route after the new route is something they got used to.
What?
I'll get into it next year in the break room. On WCMF. It's a celebration on the West Side.
Well, what's going on?
After over 2 years of having to wait with no answers the entire time, things are back to normal.
Oh, wow.
That is, if what you've been doing for the 2 years isn't now going to be your normal moving forward.
Gotcha.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF celebrations in Ogden. Ogden. The Gillette Road Bridge has reopened after being closed for 2 years when it was shut down by the State Department of Transportation.
The old gray lady's back to standing.
So we talked about this 6 weeks ago. The bridge, which crosses the CSX Railroad, was shut down in December of 2023 due to severe structural issues.
A little rough, a little wobbly.
It's really nice. It's oh, hey, this bridge you've been driving on.
No longer safe.
There you go. So it wasn't owned by the county, wasn't owned by the town, wasn't owned by the state. Therefore, nobody locally could do anything about it.
Yeah.
And CSX, who owns the bridge, the railroad company, just didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So did I also see that the tracks underneath it weren't being used anymore or something?
Is that why they didn't care about it?
I thought there was something that had to do with it was an abandoned section of railroad.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I thought that's why they were ignoring it.
It would make sense. So whatever the reason, CSX just let this bridge sit and rot for 2 years, unusable. And when we talked about it 6 weeks ago, there was a big old kick up of dust from folks locally and statewide saying, CSX, do something here.
Yeah.
They finally took care of it. The bridge has been fixed. It has been inspected, and it is now safe for motorists. So after 24 months, these people who live in Ogden finally get to use.
Can leave the house.
Yes. Well,
stuck.
One guy on the other side. Okay. So the folks that have been living in that area, maybe taking alternate routes to work, to the grocery store, to get the kids to school for the last 2 years, do you go right back to your old route right away?
I think I just stick with what I'm doing.
Even
unless it's really inconvenient. But once you get into a groove, it's just kind of automatic.
So because you've been doing it for the last 2 years, even if it was 10 minutes more each ride.
Well, maybe it'd have to be a lot. Because once I get stuck in a routine, this is my new way.
Yeah. And you're probably used to hitting those businesses along. You probably have found a different gas station that you could be going to.
Yeah,
I just think your routine is so different now.
You got the timing down just perfect. You'd have to redo the timing on the new route again. In the morning, we have a time to a second, right?
Yeah.
I know when I hit this point and that point, I don't want to do that all over again.
Wait, both of you would stick to the longer route that you've done the last 2 years?
If it's not too much difference, it would have to be more than 10 minutes. Because I'm already in that routine now.
Yeah.
So, I get up earlier, I do this, I do that.
Okay, and that way you and I are not the same. Yes, I'm regimented, but I need the most efficient way ever. It's the shortest
Is
way.
that what you do?
Yes.
Mr. Efficiency.
Yes, I want the
Properly, less gas, less mileage on my car.
I don't get why you would cost yourself 10 minutes for no reason.
I'll tell you why. You're lazy. I'm a lazy man. I like to do it the lazy way.
No, but
a proper lazy man.
The lazier man would want to get home sooner to be more lazy.
That's how lazy I am. I'm too lazy to even be more lazy. I'm super lazy.
It's lazyception. You have out-lazy
I am laissez-faire lazy.
That is the stupidest take you have ever had on this show.
Stick around, buddy. I'm just getting warmed up.
Full of stupid takes. I mean, Kimmy, you would take the extra 10 minutes just because you're used to driving past certain things.
I just think especially with us, and we're not on the road always when there's a lot of traffic or cars. My brain is just on autopilot.
Right.
I think it would take a while for me to go back to my old routine if I'm already just kind of used to this way. And like I said, maybe there's a convenience store that I now stop at on the way, or there may be other things that you're doing differently aside from just taking a different route. And
I don't know how many roll throughs there are, because I like those in the morning I don't.
God, I can't wait till you either get T-boned or arrested.
You want me to get run over? Based on my lazy driving habits.
I don't want it to happen.
You just said, I hope you get T-boned.
No, I said I can't wait.
I hope I pray to the Lord
Did not say pray.
that Tommy dies and goes to hell.
Did not say die. Did not say die.
Because he got T-boned.
You will definitely burn in
hell. No, but
I
know my roll-throughs, and I know where the cops are. I know what's going on.
Okay.
I know the people. You kind of see the same people, the same cars.
Same people?
You do. I see the same cars almost every day.
Okay. That's
It's called a comfort zone.
I want to be 10 minutes outside of. You have so much time on your hands. You don't even know what to do with it. If I got home 10 minutes earlier, that's 10 more minutes of the sad I got to think about. 252 WCMF. The CSX Railroad Bridge over, they call it the Gillette Road Bridge in Ogden, after being closed for 2 years because CSX, Hachiroku writes us, that it was essentially a bridge over nothing. They tore the tracks up in the mid-'90s. CSX finally fixed it after the state, town, all got together. It was like, hey, fix this thing. Tommy and Kimmy are saying if they found a longer route, were forced to use a longer route for 2 years, they would not go back to their original route because they have nothing but time on their hands, apparently. Let's talk to Jay. Hey, Jay. How are you, buddy?
Morning, guys. So I used to live out in Macedon, and we had a bridge that was shut down for about 10 years just because nobody got around to fixing it. And about a week after it was fixed, it was back to the way it used to be.
Well, okay, that can't. How?
Everybody heard about it, and it was just such a nice shortcut that everyone saw it as a way to shave, 10 minutes off their commute.
Okay, wait a minute. You're going to tell me a bridge was out for 10 years. They fixed the bridge finally, and so many people used it in a matter of a week, it went back to the way that it was.
No. It didn't break in 10 years. It was like the way it was before it went down.
Okay. All right. Jay, you're a nice guy. Love talking to you. I call baloney on. I call baloney on this story, Jay. It's a baloney Jay story.
Look at the Canandaigua Road Bridge in Macedon.
Yeah, look at that one.
Maybe I will, Jay.
It's one of your
Baloney
top
Jay.
bridges right there.
It's not, apparently. Jay, great call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day.
I would also worry if what?
No, I'm just stupid.
If I
1 week back to normal, back to the way it was. Eating a whole
let's say
handful of
this
baloney.
was a busier area, and I am somebody who has now found a different route, and I'm driving in rush hour every day. Is that bridge going to be busier
Then the route that
I'm currently
Everybody's
taking?
jumping to go back
And
the
I don't
other way.
want to. I don't want to like waste a day figuring that out.
Okay.
And I don't want to have to re-groove my life. Like, I like the grooves of my life, the way I set them. So I want to stay in my groove.
Okay.
baby.
All right.
It's all about your groove.
Just how Tommy got his groove back.
Yes.
I would watch that movie. I wouldn't. I'm kidding. Unless it ends with you getting
Well, I
T-boned
go to
and burning
Jamaica and
in
I
hell.
find love.
By the way, did you see the real story there? It's based on a true story.
It is?
Turns out that the guy that she met, he was gay.
Wait,
He came out.
so how did she get her groove back?
Turns out she didn't. The sequel was called
Oh.
How Stella Gave Her Groove Back.
Or, ouch, this is painful.
So Dan writes us on Instagram, Duffy at WCMF, the easiest way to get us. We're talking about bridges and things shutting down. There's still bridges and ramps and things that are shut down that have been shut down for months that they're just getting not taken care of. Dan writes, one of my buddies from engineering school went to work for the DOT, Department of Transportation.
Yeah.
He had to shut down one of the first bridges he inspected. It was one by his house he'd been driving over for years. What the
It's like turning
hell?
yourself in.
Wow. That would freak you the hell out,
Yes,
right?
it was.
Ugh. Hachiroku writes, Albion also got their canal bridge opened over the weekend after 3 years. Look at all that, man.
Hasn't like Brockport's been waiting forever for that bridge?
Don't bring that up to people
I
at
know,
Brockport because
I
they're
know.
going to flip the hell out.
Yeah, they still need parts for it, right?
I don't know what that. Yeah, they said that it
Yeah.
was like part of it.
Parts are in order.
I did get confirmation about the Macedon Bridge. Another woman called in and said Jay was right.
Okay, what? They're both
He's
people.
exactly right.
How much bologna they eating out there in Macedon? All right, let's take a break. When it comes to why someone would do this, there are a whole bunch of different reasons, and most of them, I think, involve second chances. Because we get one go around this big blue marble.
Yeah.
And, like, there are seminal moments in your life. Like, you get one chance at going to high school. Unless you're this guy.
Oh,
Who try-
second run at it, huh?
Try to give it another go. And we'll tell you the story and why he ended up where he was and what his intentions were and how this one's uncomfortable. That being said, there's no guarantee that even as a grown-ass person, if you had the opportunity to go back and start it over again, you would do any better than you did the first place. And we'll get to it next here in the break room on CM. For some people, high school
Yeah.
was the best time of their lives.
Oh, sure.
What they wouldn't give to wake up at 16 years old for one more day.
Had that energy.
You got it. And past that, if life is not going well, imagine how great it would be with the knowledge you have now.
Oh,
Get to go back, do it all over again.
crush.
Alas, Thomas, that cannot happen. Unless you're this grown man who's got a hell of a lot of explaining to do.
So what do you do?
You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF. We'll jump right into it. And it's a story that happened just east of us about second chances. Illegal second chances.
Is that a thing now?
Apparently, because a 27-year-old man from Ohio was arrested after police say he used a fake ID and other information to try and enroll at a high school just outside of Syracuse. And we don't have many details about the story right now. We do know things got suspicious after he was at a local YMCA and was thrown out for disrespecting the staff.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a thing?
So they discovered his IDs when they were arresting him, according to the story, didn't match. And while that was happening at the same time, the staff at the local school district started to become suspicious of the paperwork that he submitted to get into the high school.
Oh,
It doesn't sound like he was ever admitted to the school.
he didn't get that far.
Yes, the staff, it sounds like, managed to keep him out. So that's good.
Yeah.
Also, it turns out this guy had 2 active warrants for his arrest in Ohio.
Okay.
One for robbery, one for impersonating a police officer. So being people
man.
he's not seemed to be a thing he's
A
in.
wild range there.
But here's the thing. He did try to enroll in this high school. And police say they don't know what his intentions were for wanting to enroll in this high school. So here's the thing.
What's that?
The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. It is very possible that if his life had gone this bad so far,
Yeah.
2 active warrants, Ohio,
It's a ton.
that this 27-year-old man was just looking for a second chance. I mean, it's the most illegal thing you could do.
A second chance of what, though?
Well, let's say for whatever reason, he could bluff his way through high school.
All right.
Right? And get 4 years with the knowledge you have now to restart everything. Maybe get into college, be a pro ball player, network better, go down a different path. 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Do you think you could make your life better now if you, with the knowledge you have up to this point, could go back to 4 more years of high school?
So I would perform better in high school and then give me a better shot at after high school.
That
like
would be
a
the
job.
theory.
Okay.
That would be the theory.
All
If
right.
you were going to go back and try this again, I now have this knowledge of how the world works, what is important, what is not important, because there's a lot of us, you and I in this room included, that did not take high school seriously, and now we're stuck in dead-end jobs where I got to look at a guy with a long-sleeve button-up shirt and shorts, same color, top and bottom, run his mouth about things he does not know. I'm going to start with Kimmy.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Kimmy,
Yeah.
What?
do you think if you got another shot at high school, you'd put yourself in a better position than you were the first time?
Yeah, only because I mean, your social life is what, like, for me, what was the most distracting part of high school. And I guess, like, now.
Nobody wants you to know.
What?
Old lady.
That's what I mean. Like, if that's something I don't care about as much as I did then, now, I think, like, that, eliminating that and that drive to, like, or just distraction, I guess, to want to do other things if there's something else going on, I'd probably do better in high school.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Do you think you would do better in high school than you did in the first place now?
No, of course not.
But you did so bad.
Yeah, I'm still bad.
Yeah, but
Like
you
I
don't
s-
think you'd have a little bit more interest in
I
it.
mean, you may see a slight uptick
Yeah.
in my learnings, but like the fact that I said learnings should tell you something. Like I know I still cannot do math to save my ass.
Okay.
Like I only can do low math. I can do super low English. Forget about science. Science was the stupidest thing I ever seen.
Science
But
was
don't
the
forget-
stupidest thing I ever seen.
You're not like jumping into it with no knowledge. Like you're kind of starting from scratch. So like you would learn those things as you go.
Yeah, but
Kimmy, we do a show where I look him in the face.
I know.
And I tell him details about a story. And a minute later, he forgets everything I said and starts telling me different details about the story he did not know about until I told
so
him.
that's a
weird,
skill
though.
set that I have.
It's not a skill set.
Because you do, I feel like you do have heightened interest in other subjects that maybe you didn't before.
I do, but here's the problem.
Yeah, he'd ace that unit on the Lusitania.
All I really have are strong opinions. I don't really have I don't have increased knowledge. I have increased opinion.
Okay.
All
Which
right.
is which most men my age mistakenly think that's intelligence,
That's a great take.
and it ain't.
That is a great
You've
take.
just you've been lying to yourself for so long. You think that's the truth,
That is a really, really
and that's
good
most
take.
guys my age. I don't know if women do it, but men definitely live that way.
All right, if you had the opportunity, all right, tomorrow, the knowledge you have
Yeah.
now, you're going back to high school, you're going to get to start over. What would be the hardest thing about it? Because, Kim, you brought up the social life, and I
Yeah.
get that you're right. You're not going to hang out with those kids. But if you're going to do this the way the guy was planning on doing it, this 27-year-old man arrested for trying to enroll in a high school outside of Syracuse, if you're going to keep the bluff up without getting arrested, you would have to be friends with teenage kids to go along with it, to not look suspicious, right?
I don't know. Then not every kid is social.
You would have to join some club. You would have to go to some football
I
games.
don't think you do.
If some
But you can't avoid all of it. To Pat's point, like you're going to have to at some point absorb some of this.
You would have to be in a TikTok video with somebody at some point.
I guess it would be different now. But I don't know. There were always kids that just went off and, they marched to the beat of their own drum. They did their own thing.
Here's the
I
thing.
think if you get too deep into the social
still
aspect
doing
of it, you're
TikTok?
going to reveal
Will
yourself.
somebody acknowledge my TikTok dance,
Yes,
please?
it's very fun.
Thank you. Okay.
No, but if you try too hard to fit in, they're going to spot you as a phony.
Oh!
Like, this is
I don't think
weird.
that's where the crack is for somebody like me.
Where's the crack?
And you got the same crack, bro.
We're sharing cracks?
We got the same dirty crack. We can't listen to somebody talk that we disagree with without saying something eventually, like,
Wrong.
shut up, that didn't happen, that's stupid. I was freaking there, man. You don't understand. Like, you could not listen to stupid kid conversations without finally going, shut up.
Yeah.
And you'd
You're
have to
effing wrong.
That's a good take. Too.
You would also have to be willing to follow rules again. Like, no, you can't go to the bathroom until I tell you can go to the bathroom. Like something as simple as like
Well, the
having
Civil Rights Act of 1966 says, hell, I can't.
yeah, like just an,
I got a right to pee.
another adult kind of bossing you around. Because there were teachers that were definitely bossier than others, and I would guess that at 27 you probably don't want to be told what to do.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
252 WCMF, a story that happened just east of us. A 27-year-old man from Ohio who had active warrants in for robbery and impersonating a police officer tried to enroll in a high school with fake documents. Long story short, he got busted after an incident at a YMCA. It's a very weird story.
He was rude to the staff.
Yes, like disrespected the staff in some way. It doesn't look like he was ever actually enrolled at the school, but he did attempt to do it. And as of now, we don't know why. So Dan writes us on Instagram, Duffy on WCMF, the easiest way to get us. He says, Kimmy graduated from West Virginia University. What's there to go back and change? That's how low the bar is on this show. A degree from West
I will
Virginia.
say, I definitely could not do college workload again. Like, there is no way I could have enough discipline to sit down and write, like a 10-page paper.
Oh, I
Like,
ain't
that
writing
just would
nothing.
not. I don't think I could sit down and do it. It would take me days.
I can't write.
No, you would have to write something.
But
You
I can't.
Okay. Well, then you're not going to
It'd
do
be
well.
like everything would be in like secret code.
But here's,
You know what? I wonder how many people, let's say you graduated high school 10, 15, 20 years ago. I think that as an adult, you might think you have more tools now to get away with some things, cut some corners.
ChatGPT, stuff like that.
And chances are those teachers and other students are way ahead of it,
yeah, I'd be like at
way
Borders.
beyond your knowledge.
Where's the Sparks notes? Anybody see the Sparks notes? Okay, so like when it talks about, because this would be an amazing opportunity for some people, right? There are folks that are convinced that if I knew then what I know now,
Yeah.
life would be better. But you would also have to sacrifice a couple of things. Like, Kimmy, you brought up not being able to pee. If you're going to be in high school for 4 years, for those 4 years, you could not drink. If anyone saw you at a bar buying alcohol, you would be done for.
Yeah, you got to live the life of a 16-year-old kid.
You could not have sex.
Yeah, but I did both of those things in high school.
Oh, yeah. You right now? Go have sex with a high school kid.
Well, no.
That's what I'm saying, idiot. How did you not think that through? If you try it with a classmate, you are going to jail. Everyone
Yes, you
else would think you're a teenager, so it's not like you can walk into a bar or get on an app and pick up a woman because they think you're 16.
Right.
So you'd have to go 4 years most likely without having sex. You'd also be super short on spending money because you are going to live as
Yeah.
a teenager.
Oh.
No vacations, Bills games, concerts, whatever stuff you're into.
So you're a kid.
Yeah, no more tracksuits for you.
Oh, no.
I mean, you would have to put those major 3 things aside
Well, I ain't doing that.
for 3 or 4 years until you are done being the fake teen that you wanted to be. Would it be worth it for a new start potentially?
No.
Eh?
Maybe it would be worth
It'd be
the
harder than you
sacrifice.
think. 4 years.
But I don't think I no, because I would never finish. I would put in the effort and I would never get anything out of it.
You know what the toughest?
Because I would flop.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. Kimmy, I don't mean to cut you off. I like being mean to you, but give yourself a little more credit. I mean, look,
Well,
it's possible.
I mean, he knows
Kimmy's with me.
himself.
Here's the thing.
Kimmy knows I suck.
Tommy, you believe you have a learning disability that was never diagnosed.
I'm guessing.
And if you hear him speak, 100%.
I also have a very addictive personality.
Okay, but
And giving up those addictions would be very hard.
Okay, but you could focus those addictions on something else. The point I'm making is this.
What's that?
If you had the opportunity to go back to high school, now with modern science that could diagnose whatever learning disability
Get the
you
help
have,
you needed.
what if you're actually smart? I mean,
Yeah.
you're not, but what if you were actually smart?
Get
Because
some
it-
extra time on tests.
Yeah,
things
but
like
like at this point in my life, what am I going to do with it?
No, I get it. It's a mental exercise here.
So
which-
you think like the personal satisfaction I would get for clearing up these problems, even at the late stage of my life, would be worth it.
you still hate teachers, like the teachers you had. You still hate them,
Yes,
right? They get left a bad taste in your mouth.
except for Mrs. D'Alessandro, because she was hot. She wore a mini skirt and drove a Corvette. That's pretty effing cool, bro. And she wore go-go boots.
I'm sorry, Kimmy, you were saying.
You know what might actually be the toughest class to get through, if you're a grown ass adult, is gym class.
You think so?
Yeah.
I would love to have
Those,
gym class every day.
you know, I don't want to run a mile at 8 a.m.
Okay, that would
God.
suck. Yeah, that would
You know,
suck.
and do all those tests and stuff. Like, I don't know how many push-ups I could do currently.
I still can remember the insults that were hurled at me from Southern coaches running that mile. Here comes Muley, the ass end of the dog. That's a
those-
quote from an adult to a kid.
Those kids are going to be running sprints around you.
Okay, like the mile would suck. Having to climb the rope would suck. Do they still climb the rope?
Probably.
Okay, but everything else, like if we were doing the show,
Hello,
and-
boys. I'm in here to shower with you.
if we could stop the show for 45 minutes a day to play dodgeball, that would be awesome. I would love to play
would hate
kickball
that.
for 45 minutes a day just in the middle of our day. That would be great. Tell me that would be fun.
I don't know.
Blasted Moose in the face with a dodgeball? Let's do it.
Why is Moose there?
Well, he works with us. We're all
Oh,
here
they're
together,
doing
right?
Poor
high
Moose is
school.
the first one that gets hurt.
Moose looks like he dresses like he's trying to go back to high school in 2004. We got Instagram messages coming in. Dan writes us, Duffy at WCMF, the easiest way to get us. He says, I went back to get a master's in my 40s. It was brutal.
And that's
Yeah.
college.
Yeah. Well, you're not a social outcast, were you?
Yeah, at least you can. Yeah, you can. There's other older people there.
What's the percentage chance if you went back to high school right now, you would actually make your life worse? Like your life you had before, you're going to wipe it out. You're going to go back now with what you know, and whatever happens from this point on is your life. Percentage chance 0 to 100% being, yeah, it's going to make it worse. Your life would be worse going back to high school.
Oh yeah, because I know I would say something wrong.
Okay.
I wouldn't. You roll your eyes every time I open my mouth.
Yeah, you're definitely going to say something inappropriate
Like when
without knowing.
When somebody young walks in here and the way I talk to them, you think I do a poor job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine that times with how many kids I'm around.
Like you called Pat Honey the other day.
Hey, he's a little honey. He's a good kid.
Thank you.
I know him since he was a young boy, a little fat boy,
And yep, you definitely ruined your life.
drunk ass honey little fat boy,
Drunk ass honey little fat boy.
full of honey,
Can I get that as a promo now that we use on the show?
full of busted ass honey.
Okay. I know there are people listening right now
Yeah, no.
that are not the. Oh. If we had an HR department, you'd be in trouble. There are people listening now that are not the happiest with how things turned out.
Sure.
Right? But is it possible that the first time you went through high school, that was the best you were going to
It
do?
was my best shot. Was my first run.
Well, no. I mean, look, if grades were the issue, like in all reality, what you never want to tell a high school kid, and everyone's at school right now, so what? The second you take one class at community college, none of your grades in high school matter anymore.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of them get like
Right.
wiped out. So you have the ability
Yeah.
to go to community college and completely wipe out all of the quote mistakes you may
Sure.
have made before. I don't know, and that's what makes this story that started the conversation so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, unless this 27-year-old guy wanted to do something sports related, like he wanted to get film of him playing basketball so he can go play in Europe
or he
somewhere.
just wanted to prove something.
What was the guy's intention?
Oh.
That's what makes me like,
Yeah.
because if you want to live as a teenager, there are a whole bunch of very disturbing things you could do or would want to do in that situation.
Yeah.
Well, there are also things that as a teenager you looked forward to that now you wouldn't want to do in a million years. Like, would you want to go to prom right now?
No.
Yeah. Go with a big group of people, get your picture taken,
No.
sleep in a tent.
I sleep in a tent. I have to say, my oldest is a sophomore in high school. My youngest is in 8th grade, and they're like all in the high school social
Oh,
scene,
yeah. I mean,
right?
this is awesome for them.
I am a little bit envious of like taking them to the football games on Friday night, and I'm standing there,
That's
by
your
myself.
world. That's what you look forward to.
But like they're having so much fun.
Yeah.
Like it's smiles and their friends are there, and like I'm very happy
That's
that
the way
my
it should be.
kids are happy. Like I'm jealous of both of them. Like my youngest plays tennis, my oldest plays hockey. Like
Because you'll never replicate that again.
exactly like the
Yeah.
excitement that my 13-year-old had for her tennis match on Saturday morning. Like I do not get excited for anything like that.
Yeah.
And this was just a tennis match in Wellsville, New York.
Great Wellsville.
Wellsville, New York.
Tennis match.
The point I'm making is I want to feel that again.
But you can't. But that
I know. But
you
that
won't
you'll
get it.
never get again.
You're
Yeah.
right, and it's a little
That's
depressing.
why it's wasted on the young. Man.
It looks like our audience thinks you wouldn't fit in high school anyway.
Oh.
Well, Vex Patriarch writes us on Instagram. Tommy's dead giveaway would be talking about taxes or the water department.
How about I smell like cigars?
Well, don't smoke a cigar on your way to school.
Well, yeah, got a little time on my hands, just standing here waiting for the bus as a senior.
George Burns bus stop.
Nobody wants to bus anymore.
Let's take a break. We've seen any story, like a single story with this involved, is alarming.
Yeah.
The amount of stories we've seen in the last couple of months involving this specific thing is a word that I don't even know because I did not do well in high school. We have another one this morning. And I know that when it comes to banning things, folks get really sensitive,
No,
right?
sure.
Because we are a country of freedoms,
Mhm.
as far as they tell us. That being said, I think you can make an argument that with the technology we have now, there is no need for this anymore.
Oh, so it's obsolete?
Well, look, man, how many people have these for nefarious ideas versus how many people that need them for their work every day? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there
Okay.
are people listening that need these for their job, and if we were to say no more selling these out in the open, it would really hurt them. But we never see news stories of this thing used for good. We'll get into it next here in the break room. Let's see it, It's an unconventional weapon that has become super common in greater Rochester area crime.
Oh, it's back, baby.
And here's the thing. This is not designed as a weapon. There is a function for this.
Okay, it's a tool.
Yep. But the question I'm asking is the function that this is for, is it something that people do enough where you can't make the argument that just selling these to absolutely everybody is a bad idea?
Okay, if it's the one I'm thinking of, I believe it's not necessary in this area of the country.
Okay.
If it's what I think.
I think we're on the same page
Okay.
here. You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF. Just after 8:45, Bills did not play over the weekend. It was nice to have that win in the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
But there's an NFL quarterback that set a record. And I'm not sure. I mean, look, it's not a record you want to set starting your career.
Oh,
But it is super unique.
yeah, but is it embarrassing?
I'm going to let you decide.
Okay.
Because this is one of those things where I don't want to brag about it, but like you have hung around long enough where this was possible.
Okay.
We'll get to it just after 8:45 here in the break room on CMF. This story comes to us from Batavia.
What happened?
A 33-year-old man was arrested after an incident last weekend. Police were called after this man allegedly showed up to an address
Yeah.
with a machete.
Jesus. How many did we
A lot of
sell in
machetes
this?
lately.
Yep. And we'll get to that.
Is there like a run on these things?
In this story, based on the arrest, it doesn't sound like he was there to trim the hedges.
Yeah.
He's been charged with second-degree menacing, fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon. He was taken to the Genesee County Jail after he was arrested. So, to your point, this is our third machete
Oh,
story.
at least this year.
No, I'm talking in the last 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, maybe so.
So last week we had one. It involved a man trying to get a cell phone back.
Oh, yeah.
He got cut up by a man who had a machete and a gun while he chased him out of the house. So
Yeah.
the machete serves a purpose.
Yes, it does.
It exists for a reason other than cutting people up. But I will ask this question, and the phone number is 252-WCMF. The average person with a machete in Rochester, what was their intention when they bought that machete? Are there more machetes in public for the function the machete exists for? Or are there more machetes in public where the person bought it thinking, I'm going to use this as a weapon,
That's a knife.
or I'm going to use this as like to defend myself? What do you think?
I'm guessing if you bought a machete, you're thinking this is something to defend yourself because it's a completely unnecessary tool up here. Unless you're in Cuba cutting sugar cane,
Okay.
what are you using a machete for?
Yeah, I've never seen anybody outside using one. Have
All
you?
right. What are we
Yeah,
missing?
Cuba.
252-WCMF. What would a legitimate function of a machete be in our area?
I guess
And-
unless you're doing like some type of landscaping for a living, maybe you have tools like that.
But I've
But
never
there's a
It's
better
just-
tool. Whatever you use
Yeah.
that machete for, there's probably a better tool and a safer one to do
Yeah.
whatever you're doing with that machete.
Look, I mean, I would think that, but again, I'm not in the machete world, even though I have one that my wife has in our closet. That she
I
got from
also
her.
own a machete,
We should not own machetes.
but it was a gift from a Walmart manager, and you don't turn that down as a person from the South.
Sure. I
You take
understand.
that machete.
Is it a collectible thing?
No, because the one that he has, it's just plastic, right?
Oh.
And like mine, it's
Well, I didn't know if like people that collect like swords and stuff, do they also collect
I've never heard of a
knives?
machete guy, like a collection of machetes.
gonna check out my machete collection.
Because like those samurai swords, there's like a history to it.
Yeah.
Well-
Do people have knife collections?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
So
But I'm-
maybe it could fall into that
I
category.
got a knife collection. You want to see it?
that doesn't even go with the movie. And
You
you
want to
switch,
see my knife
you
collection?
switch to British from Australia to the middle of that sentence.
Well,
That's
that's-
not a collection. This is a
That's
collection.
a collection.
Okay. Talking about Kimmy, the samurai swords and things like that. There are some knives and swords that you are not legally allowed to own in New York State based on size, right?
Yeah.
Right? Is
Right.
that's a real thing? We've talked about this
or can
before.
they not sell them here? But
Like
you
a
can have
collapsible folding knife can only be 3 inches.
And I don't remember. Also, I thought like certain lengths of samurai swords were illegal if they were sharpened.
Oh,
Like you're allowed to have like it can be
Dull.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
unless
a dull samurai.
Unless I'm wrong, I know a lot of you samurai sword nerds listen to our show, so if you could correct us, 252-WCMF. But, like, should they do that with a machete? Because, like you said, you can walk into Walmart right now and buy a machete.
Yeah.
If they outlawed
Yeah,
sales...
how's that thing legal?
So let's talk about it. If they,
But I can't have a 4-inch switchblade.
if they outlawed machete sales in New York State,
Yeah.
who would be the most upset immediately? Like, who would argue, I need my...
Hotheads.
What legitimate argument can you make to not... to keep from banning machetes, right? Just in regular stores.
Yeah.
Is it illegal for me to walk down the street carrying a machete? 252 WCMF?
Like you'd have it like on your hip?
Let's say I'm just walking down the street. I got my machete.
Swinging my machete.
Well, I'm not swinging
Making
it.
a point.
No, that's all. All of that is menacing.
All right,
I'm
so
saying,
it's on my hip.
No, let's say I have it in my hand. And I'm
Wait,
just,
it's in your hand.
but it's at the, like, I'm walking with it.
Unsheathed?
Yep, unsheathed.
Yeah, that should be illegal.
No, I'm asking if it is illegal.
I'm going to say, not knowing anything.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so.
Because it's like you're looking like a nut.
Well, I understand.
Under the Nut Act.
But whether or not you look like a nut, there's lots of things you can be carrying down the street. You'd look like a nut. It's not illegal.
I would say, all right.
No, again, like you know nothing about the law. I would think like you that would be illegal, but I can't think why it would be illegal if the machete itself
Just swinging
is
a knife.
legal. Yeah, I mean, if you're not menacing anybody with it, walking down the street, what
But
law am I breaking?
well, because menacing is like it's all up to interpretation, right? I could feel like you and I, we were outside.
Yeah.
And we saw a dude in the middle of the night walking down the street swinging a machete.
Sure.
We'd be frightened.
Sure, but he's
he's just going to work.
But he's not coming up to us and like showing us the
No,
machete.
but he's swinging a machete down the street, going to his machete job.
Okay. Is
no
it legal?
big deal.
Is it legal to walk down the street with a gun in your hand? That you own a legally owned gun?
Like a pistol?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you're not allowed to like have it on your hip, right? Like
You can't?
out. Well, I'm saying like it concealed carry here in New York State,
Right.
right? So you can't just like walk into a store with a gun out unless you're a police officer.
Okay.
Would that count as like?
I don't know.
You don't see a lot of people walking down the street with just a gun in their hand,
No.
which is good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
252 WCMF. This entire discussion comes off another machete story. This one happened just outside of Batavia. 33-year-old man arrested last Wednesday. They say he showed up to an address with a machete. Arrested for second-degree menacing, fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon. He was taken to the Genesee County Jail, but you can just go buy machetes.
Yeah.
All right, so we had asked if tomorrow King Tommy of New York State banned all machete sales in New York State, who would be the most upset? What is the function other than weaponry for the machete? Bruce is going to tell us. He's on CMF.
Oh.
Hey, Bruce, how are you, buddy?
Good. How you doing, Dovey?
Good, man. What do you got?
Trimming Christmas trees. We use tons of them for trimming Christmas trees.
Okay.
Why don't you just use an axe or a saw?
No, when the limbs are fine, you walk down through the rows, and you in the summer when they get their new growth, you trim off them and you shape them up for Christmas trees in the winter.
Interesting.
All right, but outside of that, because that's a very specific function, Bruce,
Yeah.
for a machete.
Trimming Christmas
No,
trees.
you
and stuff.
ask what they use.
No,
them
I
for
get it. I
other
get it.
than-
I guess what I'm saying is, like, if we made an exception, like, say, King Tommy, he makes us think,
Yeah.
the only exception is when you are on the property of a Christmas tree shop, you can use that machete. Would you have a problem with that law, Bruce?
No.
Okay, Bruce is in. All
Okay.
right, we got Bruce's vote. Bruce, thank you for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day.
Because I would think landscaping would be the only people that would want it.
Yeah.
Well,
Like use
for
it
a
on
job.
a
For
a job,
daily
job.
basis. Yeah.
but then again, like, I've never seen, there's always landscapers out in people's yards. I've never seen anyone use a machete landscape.
But even like when you see the guys trimming trees like in your neighborhood, they're up there with chainsaws and like cranes. I don't see somebody chipping away at the bottom of it
Yeah.
with a machete.
Mike writes us on Instagram, Duffy and WCMF, the easiest way to get us. He says, my son bought everyone in our family machetes for Christmas one year. We are waiting for the zombie apocalypse.
All right.
Stay
Merry
away from
Christmas,
that kid.
everybody. Here's your machete.
And Scott says he has a machete. He uses his for watermelon.
Oh,
Again, you have other knives.
you just cut it with a knife,
Well,
man.
maybe it-
You're coming down hard on a melon.
Maybe it's a lot easier that way. Because it is, look, in Scott's defense, cutting watermelon sucks. It takes
Man,
forever.
put that on a T-shirt.
Bro, look, I ain't got
I mean, yeah.
I ain't
How
got
much
20
melon
minutes.
you cutting?
I eat watermelon for breakfast every day.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's my fruit salad.
Oh.
Yep.
I eat my fruit salad.
Does your wife uses the machete to cut it up for
Yeah,
you?
you got a
No.
machete. You have a Jamaican wife with a machete. You
Yep.
eat watermelon every day. You don't apply the machete to
Because
the
we know
melon.
she makes your fruit salads.
She
for
does
you,
make my
right?
fruit salad every morning. But no, like, the reason she has to make it is because it takes me a legitimate 20 minutes to cut an
All
effing
right.
watermelon, and it makes me so angry.
So you buy them big ass whole melons?
Yeah, I'm not spending.
Buy those little trays of it at Wegmans.
No, I'm not
No,
giving
that's so
Wegmans
expensive.
3 times the money because they
I
cut.
ain't giving Danny Wager $4, my hard-earned money.
Yes.
When a damn watermelon only costs $1.95.
Yes, bro, cut fruit is the biggest ripoff at the grocery
I
store.
love
It
cut
really is.
fruit.
I'm always so tempted, but I'm like, I can't do it.
You
I
get-
bring
Like
myself
they get
to do
that
it.
big tray like raspberries and strawberries
yeah,
and all
which
that
is
stuff.
like $25.
I buy them things all the time.
You're an
man.
idiot.
for yourself.
You're an idiot.
You get a quarter of the fruit at triple the price.
Oh my God! No. You sound like every mom.
Yeah, because moms know budgets, man. You don't buy pre-cut fruit.
And
Moms can shove it. I'm going to buy myself some pre-cut melon.
But you're also so picky about what melons you get and what fruit is in season. I would think you would want to pick out your own fruit instead of having somebody cut it
because
for
Wegmans knows what's in season, and they're always on par.
you. All right.
You can't beat what they do. They know their stuff. They know their melons.
Is the machete the scariest blade someone could have?
Yeah, unless you got an axe coming at me. But even, maybe axe.
Hatchet or axe? Like full axe? Full-on axe or hatchet? Hand axe? Ah.
Well, it's just a mini version of the other one. I guess any kind of axe.
Anything you can swing.
Wielding a hatchet would be easier than a whole axe, but the axe is going to do more damage if they get a hold of
If you get a full swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, here's the thing. The one good thing about the machete when it comes to it being used as a weapon, you always see machete coming. It is very hard to hide a machete.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Right? Well, like the smaller blade, let's say you got a switchblade, which is also illegal in New York. By the way.
Yeah.
It does less damage.
Well, it's a pocket knife.
But, yeah, it allows someone to get the jump on you.
Get a good stab in
Like,
it.
nobody's going to be able to, like, if someone's, like, trying to hide a machete behind their back, what are you doing? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah, you're walking funny.
John writes us on Instagram. He says, I know 6 guys with a machete, and they all have it just so they could say, I have a machete, by the way.
He knows 6 guys with machetes.
More people own machetes than you want to believe.
That
Apparently.
is alarming.
You guys, where you guys been? Machete? If you own a machete, everybody owns a machete.
Yeah, once it got to me.
Right?
Yeah, good point.
Huh? Michael is saying the Amish would have a problem with this.
So the Amish use machetes?
I don't know.
Huh. Well,
I don't know how many Caribbean Amish people there are because it's a tropical tool, right?
Well, I mean, I always
Well, do
associated it with cutting sugar cane.
Yeah.
which one's more strict, Mennonites or Amish?
Amish are more strict.
So they wouldn't probably use power tools, so a machete would make
Oh,
more
that's a good
sense.
call. That's
yeah.
a really good call.
But they probably make their own stuff, though.
Well, you could make a machete.
Okay. But they probably don't even call it a machete. It's just hey, Jebediah, go get the big knife.
I'm pretty sure they're allowed to buy
We got some
tools.
melon guy
I
running
think
his
tools
mouth
are
out
okay.
here.
It's just they can't use electricity or whatever.
Where you going, melon boy?
Wait, John Mellencamp was out playing for the Amish?
Yes.
Unplugged, by the way.
Yes.
We'll finish it up with Joey because he is here to defend the machete.
Joey?
Joey is. He says, I live out in the country. We use the machete a lot, whether it's taking down grass or cutting limbs off the trees. I just used it the other day to cut down some pieces of weeping willow and side limbs. Besides that, you have them for personal protection. You can make anything you need a weapon.
Yep.
But it does have a lot of practical usage. Just because you don't see someone walking around with it or using it all the time doesn't mean it's not being
I would
used.
think machete for backyard use is it's only a matter of time before you hurt yourself.
You're
with it.
you're gonna cut your leg.
Yeah, no, that machete in my closet scares the hell out of me.
Yeah, me too.
And that's why I do whatever my wife says at all times. Let's take a break. Great Sunday of football, not having to worry about the Bills. Huh?
What a close one.
Relaxing.
Also love watching the Jets lose in that devastating fashion that they lost yesterday. Same with the Patriots. It was a great,
Oh.
devastating AFC East loss kind of weekend. But there is a man, an NFL quarterback, who set a record. And there are dubious records you don't want. You can make the argument this is one of them. You can also make the argument that you would not get to do this if you weren't talented.
Okay.
And we're going to let Tommy decide if this is something you would brag about or not want anyone to know about. Next, here in the break room on CMF. This is not something. Okay, I don't think this guy believed his career was going to go this way.
Okay.
And if you judge it in that way, this is an embarrassing record to hold.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, knowing how fleeting professional sports careers can be, the fact that he's been around this long and enough franchises trusted him.
So he's been hanging in there.
He has, and like not just hanging, like he's this shows like he is trusted to be the guy when they need the guy.
So is he? Do you have to hang in there to get this kind of accolade?
Oh, so much so that he's the only person in NFL history after Sunday to ever do this.
That's impressive.
We'll decide in a
It's an
second.
old-ass league.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF. We'll jump right into it. No Bills game yesterday. Nice, relaxing Sunday. I will say again, because I'm a petty-ass bitch.
What's that?
Petty LaBelle. Watching the Jets and the Patriots lose the way they did yesterday was so satisfying. Did you see the end of the Jets game?
I did not.
For those who did not see it.
They lose on a field goal?
They did, but twice.
Yeah. I thought they were going to win on a pretty cool play.
The Buccaneers are about to kick a go-ahead field goal with like a minute left in the game. The Jets block the field goal.
Oh, damn.
Scoop and score.
Oh.
And take a 1-point lead, 2-point lead, whatever it was. So it's over. All they got to do is stop the Buccaneers for a minute, and they've won this game on the greatest ending of all time. It'll be new head coach Aaron Glenn's first franchise win.
He's running down the field celebrating.
He's dancing, Kimmy. He's dancing. They give up an 80-yard drive. Buccaneers kick a field goal, win the game, walk off. It's over.
No.
It was awesome. Patriots lose in devastating fashion, too, to Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Carson Wentz, quarterback, you familiar?
Yeah, I know that.
Set an NFL record. He became the first quarterback to start for 6 different teams in 6 consecutive seasons.
So every year, new home.
You got it. So he started, he was a, second overall pick of the Eagles?
And they were pretty
Was
good
he second
when he was there,
overall?
right?
Yeah, he was.
Remember.
They were so good that he got a monster contract from them. He was playing really well. He got really hurt. He then ended up as the starting quarterback for the Colts. That became a disaster. He then moved on to the Commanders. They were going to let him be the legitimate starter. That was a disaster. He then started his backup career in Kansas City and with the Los Angeles Rams, and he was signed as a backup this offseason to J.J. McCarthy in Minnesota.
Oh.
Yesterday, because J.J. McCarthy, their young quarterback, is hurt, he started against the Cincinnati Bengals. And his Minnesota Vikings blew the Bengals out.
Well, the Bengals are pretty shot.
48-10.
Ain't got no quarterback.
And here's the thing, Carson Wentz, he played well.
Okay.
2 touchdowns, 173 yards. So I'll ask you this.
Yeah.
If you're Carson Wentz,
Yeah.
do you for the rest of your life brag that you are the only NFL quarterback to start 6 consecutive seasons with 6 different teams?
I guess if that's all you got, you guess you got to go with it. I mean, it is a record.
So he has a Super Bowl ring that he won while injured that Nick Foles won as the starting
Forgot
quarterback.
about that.
At Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia.
Okay. Oh, wait, I got a Super Bowl ring?
But he did not
Yeah.
play in that Super Bowl because he
But
was
I
hurt.
did help you get there.
I mean, you won a couple of games early in the season.
Okay. I think I
there.
go with the 6 teams. It's not the worst thing.
So you would brag about that.
Yeah. I
Give
mean,
me-
I'm the only guy that's ever done it.
Got to live in a lot of places.
And I'm rich.
Okay.
Right? He's rich.
Ryan
he-
Fitzpatrick made a career out of it.
Yeah, but Ryan Fitzpatrick, yeah, you're right. But he's kind of like a punchline. That's why everyone loves Ryan
Yeah,
Fitzpatrick.
but
he
he's
leans into the
lovable.
joke.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
Like, I think that, all right, Kimmy, so you would brag about this too.
yeah, I think so. I mean, it's still. I mean, you still got further than most quarterbacks. You know what I mean? In the
Okay.
grand scheme of things.
And you were still needed.
Yes.
Not as much.
Yes.
But they still need you.
Okay, these are very, very kind
Like, I'm
things
always
for you to say.
impressed when all of a sudden, like, a guy like Tyrod Taylor will pop up as like a starting quarterback.
Still,
somewhere.
by the way, he looked
Because-
great yesterday. playing
Because
for the
I'm
Jets.
always like, wow, that's impressive that he's hung around this long. Like, he's found places that need him still.
Yeah, I'm
you know?
not good.
Even if he's not starting, like, he's still hanging around as that backup guy, which is impressive.
I'm not good, but I'm good enough.
Okay, no, but here's the thing, and I think that the Tyrod Taylor and the Ryan Fitzpatrick comparisons, they're I
Like,
get what you're
teams
saying.
want you around.
Here's the difference. Ryan Fitzpatrick was a 7th-round pick that wasn't supposed to be anything.
Sure.
Tyrod Taylor, I believe, was a 5th-round pick that was just going to back up Joe Flacco in Baltimore, right? Carson Wentz was the 2nd overall
Yeah.
pick.
So he was a guy.
He was going
Yeah.
to be the franchise savior.
So
for
he
the-
kind of fell a little bit.
but he got hurt. I mean, it wasn't his fault.
Okay, well, then that's not bad.
I guess like with Fitz and Tyrod Taylor, you cheer for them because there were low expectations to no expectations. You go, wow, that's really cool. You identify with that guy.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz was the best quarterback every place he went up until his 3rd year in the NFL.
But he got hurt.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's bad because you got hurt. It'd be like saying, like, I would have been better. I just couldn't give up cigarettes. Like, you didn't do it to yourself. You got, it's a rough game.
Len Dawson, by the way, had that argument. Would have been better if he wasn't smoking a cigarette and drinking a Fanta at halftime of the Super Bowl, which that picture exists.
Sitting on his helmet.
252 WCMF. Carson Wentz, quarterback of the now Minnesota Vikings, made NFL history yesterday, starting 6 consecutive seasons for 6 different teams. He was the first quarterback to ever do it after he blew out the Bengals yesterday, the Minnesota Vikings. By the way, you're right about the Bengals. They are so effed right now.
But Joe Burrow's done, right?
He's got to be done for the season. They say it's 3
4
months. Why
4
bring
months?
him back?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right, I said it before. Said it last week. I'm going to say it again.
What's that?
The runway is there for the Bills right now.
Oh.
It's there.
That's all. That's what they were talking about yesterday.
Yeah. I don't like when everybody starts talking about it.
No, but
though.
it's real now.
3 weeks in.
It's real. You're looking at what's happening here. The Chiefs won last night, if you're just getting up now, but they did not win convincingly.
Against the Giants.
Yes, and the Giants turned the ball over twice inside the 10-yard line.
But nobody's talking about the Colts.
Yeah.
And they're 3-0, and they've actually scored more points than the Bills.
Have you seen who the Colts have played?
Well, you could probably make that argument. Oh, I guess
Baltimore.
Baltimore, but then the other two were slubs.
No, look, I'm just saying, look, the Colts have the Bills in the drought when they would start 3-0, 5-1.
So you don't think they're legit?
I don't think they're real.
Okay, that's good.
Like, they might be a good team, better than we thought.
You can't.
It's hard to tell.
You can't tell me that the quarterback. Why am I
Daniel
blanking?
Jones.
Thank you. Daniel Jones is a legitimate.
He's been looking good, though.
Yeah,
but you're saying he's playing
I
nobody.
think sometimes like that, a guy like that just needs a different situation and a little bit of confidence.
Look, I agree with you. I think he may be a serviceable quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the star they've made him out to be.
Okay.
I mean, he looks
All right.
great, and I'm happy for the guy, man. He went through hell in New York like that. Sucks. But come on.
All right, so you're saying this is it.
Well, I'll ask you right now.
Looking good.
I'll ask you this. Based on what we've seen of the Chiefs and based on what we've seen of the Colts, let's say in a hypothetical situation, you choose right now, home AFC Championship game, you can play the Colts or the Chiefs. Kimmy, who do you want to play?
Probably the Colts.
Okay, Tommy?
I mean, Andy Reid always has the Bills number.
Who do you want to play?
I'm going to go with Kimmy.
Okay, so there you go. There you go.
Okay, all right. I'm just asking.
Let's take a break.
All right.
This is either brilliant or ridiculous.
Oh.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's ridiculous, but I'm also not smart financially. Because there was someone I ran into over the weekend.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Well, their child just had a birthday.
Oh.
And it turns out, I did not know this, in America, your kid can get one of these way younger than you think.
Oh.
And this person is putting a hell of a lot of trust in a teenage child with the idea that this is going to help them in the long run.
Oh.
But you cannot tell me there are kids mature enough in this world at this age to not abuse the hell out of this thing. And we'll get into it next here in the break room on CMF. The argument being made here is that you need to expose your kids to this as young as possible so they understand how money will work for the rest of their lives.
Okay, maturity.
You got it. The more they use this, the better they grasp, the better grasp they will have when they actually use it as adults.
Okay.
But you are putting a lot of trust having your kid's name on one of these.
Oh.
And I do not care how trustworthy, smart, mature your teenager is. You cannot tell me there won't be at least one issue that's going to cost you serious
Little
cash.
indiscretion.
Yeah. If grown-ass people can't handle it. You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5. WCMF, just after 9:25, 9:30, Spirit Airlines cannot catch a break.
What happened now?
Were they the ones that said they may not be in business for much longer?
Yeah, I thought they were
Was
wrapping
it
up.
Spirit or was it that other one that was here recently?
Frontier.
Frontier?
We'll check that out.
Spirit's the flying banana, right?
Yeah, big flying yellow one. Look, the bottom line is this. Spirits had just bad publicity for the last couple of months, and they got some more yesterday because when you're getting this close to the President of the United States of America, we'll get to it just after 9:30 here in the break room on CMF. Tommy, people are not good with credit.
No.
It's not breaking news,
Yeah.
right? We spend, we don't cover the balance. And some folks argue it's because we don't get the right education with credit cards before they are handed to us at 18 years old. And I bring this up. My daughter, I was living at the rink this weekend with my daughter.
Yeah.
And I saw a buddy of mine who I've not seen in a long time, and his youngest daughter just turned 13. And as part of her 13th birthday,
What'd she get?
they got her a credit card.
Oh,
Man.
what?
So it turns out there are credit card companies who will allow your kids to become authorized users on your account when they turn 13. So they get their own card with their own name on it, and they can use it on their own.
But it's linked to you.
You got it.
still.
So it's your account, but it is a card they can use.
Yeah.
Right? They don't
Okay.
need mommy and daddy's permission. It is their freaking card. I was stunned. Which
Yeah.
I think kind of pissed off my buddy. Like I did that thing where I didn't know what my face looked like when he told me.
Yeah.
He and his wife believe that giving their 13-year-old a credit card will give her a better education on how credit works. That there won't be this massive excitement when she turns 18, which will cause her to go out and run up a bunch of debt with free money.
Yeah.
He also said that this builds her credit. Do we know if that's true? 252-WCMF, 252-9263?
Do little kids have credit scores?
Well, that's just it. It's on their account.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how would
I mean-
that apply to
Is,
That can't be right.
is just having and using a credit card in someone else's account with your
Maybe.
name, does that build your credit? 252-WCMF? All right.
Yeah.
Tommy,
Yeah.
a credit card for a 13-year-old kid, good idea?
I would no. And I would say like I'm gonna get a little, what do you call it, caveat?
Okay, sure.
I'd be way more afraid of a 13-year-old girl having a credit card than a boy.
That's a dumb take.
Not now.
Yeah,
What?
that is a bad take.
Well, let me finish.
Think
Oh,
of all the
please.
DoorDash your ass would have ordered.
No, but I'm thinking like they will make mature purchases of things that are expensive.
Oh,
Boys will buy farts in a can and tacos.
Also expensive.
Okay.
which, by the way, if you get the tacos, you don't need the farts in a can.
I don't want her finding out about designer bags
Okay.
and shoes and something she saw on TikTok that's going to cost me a fortune. Like jewelry. Like girls have
Do you
girls
hear-
have taste at that age. Boys do not.
Have you not? I mean, sneakers, bro. Sneakers cost an effing
Bro,
fortune.
I'll take a sneaker purchase over what I know bags cost and jewelry.
I'm telling you,
and
man.
makeup. You just told me makeup.
Yeah.
Like just to buy makeup. You'd rather have that kid addicted to crack. It would be cheaper.
You are underestimating what sneakers and
Boys
clothes
are
cost for
dumb.
boys. Bro, an NFL jersey costs at minimum $140.
Bags go for thousands, man.
No,
the price of it.
13-year-old girl is walking into like a designer purse
Don't have
store.
to. She can go online and buy it.
Oh my god. You're
Have
so
you heard of
Pittsford.
this thing called
You're
Amazon?
so Pittsford. It hurts right now.
I know what girls do. I know you're not into bags.
How do you know what girls do?
I don't. No, you don't.
I bumped into a few.
When's the last time you were around a 13-year-old girl?
Not around 13, but I know 13-year-old girls
Like you
turn
even
into
say
adult
like your
women.
yeah, but your daughters
same
aren't
kid.
interested in like your wife's designer stuff. Like they have no interest. You remember how you said your wife was like buying these designer things, and your girl's like, "Okay, mom."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my wife is a queen
Yeah.
of thrift designer, yes.
But they probably had their own ideas of what they would if they had unlimited access to money
Well, every
and what
kid
they
would.
would purchase.
Unlimited access to money, I think, would be, to your point, more makeup, but they don't like they have no interest in like designer bags or designer shoes. Or I'll be honest with you, I'd be more worried about them buying sneakers. Like that's how good with doing that kind of thing.
I think you're both way off.
Please tell man who has 13 and 15-year-old what teenagers are into.
You're wrong.
Girls wear sneakers now. Like that is like the high-end shoe of young adults.
Well, women used to dress nice,
Kimmy,
like ladies.
13-year-old with a credit card. Good idea?
I'm trying to remember what age my dad got me a credit card. And I think it was like maybe around 15, 16.
Really?
Like your own card?
But it was only because do you remember like when you'd go off with your friends to the mall and you couldn't use like a parent's credit card or anything?
Oh yeah, like my dad. My dad's credit card, 1, he would not give it to me. 2, we get declined anytime we.
Yeah,
But
I remember like stores being really strict about kids using like something without their name on it. So I remember like my parents doing that for me just so I could buy like little things here and there. But it was under pretty strict use rules.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think it did kind of help me ease into having one. Instead of just getting one at 18 and be like, I can buy whatever I want. This is awesome.
Okay, so to that point, look, in this dad's defense, I mean, Tommy, we fell into the trap of the 18-year-old credit card, right? Like, you get it, you spend to the limit right away.
Yeah, free money.
So maybe we're not the people to sit here and criticize this idea. But there is not a kid in America, no matter how buttoned up they are, that I would trust with unlimited access to my money.
It's too easy. It's just way too easy to piss away money now.
I mean, like, think about this. The parents that have something as simple as a lunch credit account for your kids at their school. How many times have you had to scream at them about getting 5 cookies and 7 ice creams on a random Tuesday? And you want to give them actual cash that can be used anywhere?
Yeah, they're little animals, man.
252 WCMF 252-9263. We have a ton of Instagram messages coming in. It turns out, according to Clark and Zach, and we're going to trust Clark and Zach.
Was that a law firm?
Clark and Zach. Clark is shirtless, so I hope not. They say that having a credit card on your parents' account at 13 would actually help your credit in the long run.
Yeah, I did look it up. It does help you build credit.
The kids?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's like a kiddie credit score?
I guess. So Zach says here on Instagram, Duffy on WCMF, he says, it's true. My fiance has never had her own, was on her parents from her teenage years. Her credit score is in the 800s.
Oh.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
God damn.
800's good?
Yeah, because
super good.
Okay.
I feel like I knew people whose parents like opened up a credit card in their name because they weren't in a good financial spot and like ruined their credit, and the kids didn't realize it until they became an adult.
What dicks?
Bro, it
happens more than you think.
It happened with one of my old roommates. His parents opened up an RG&E account in his name and crashed his credit.
Dude, this is worse. This is worse than my sister, man. My sister used to take the birthday money to pay the bills.
Yeah, no, you just devastated their future.
Yeah.
252 WCMF. Let's talk to Rammer. Hey, Rammer, how are you, buddy?
Good morning. It's Monday. I'm doing okay. So, yes, I did this with my kids, but when I put them on as an authorized user, I didn't actually give them the card until they were in a position where they knew they had to pay whatever they spent.
Okay.
So whether it came out of their allowance or when they got their jobs, they started working at 15 and, part-time, the money that they spent, they were responsible for paying, me to pay the bill. But, it does build their credit, and it does a great job of it. They walked out of the house, when they went up on their own with credit scores in the high 700s.
No big deal.
They put them in a position where they could get their own credit cards and, get their own apartments and things of that nature. It's a great way to do it. But again, you have to make them responsible for paying it, whether it's by their allowance or their income from a job.
But here's my fear, Rammer, because we've talked about this before. Like kids take after their parents.
Yeah, right.
I would be afraid, Rammer. You give your kid a credit card, all of a sudden you got $4,000 doors showing up at your front step, right? Like, what are you going to do with those?
I mean, if you need that kind of door, then you got to trust a kid to know which one to buy. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
Rammer, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day. If it's good enough for Rammer, it should be good enough for you.
Financial responsibility.
All right, so let's break this down. Again, this guy that a buddy of mine I haven't seen in a while, see him at the rink over the weekend. His daughter turned 13, and as part of her 13th birthday, he got her a credit card. There are credit cards that you can get for your kids at 13 years old. It's attached to your account, but it is their card with their name, and he said it helps build credit and teach financial responsibility. And again, I accidentally made a face like, what are you, stupid? And he kind of got mad at me about it. Would having access to more money at a younger age teach you financial responsibility? Because that's the argument here. The argument here is, it's not going to be that like, whoa, look at all that I can have here when I turn 18.
Yeah, so you're saying like, so they can but no, I would say no.
You say no.
Yeah.
Kimmy, would you agree with Tommy? This doesn't make you more responsible with money.
Oh, no, I think it does.
Okay.
Because you're kind of being guided by your parents. You know, like you kind of have, I guess, a reasonable idea of how much you spend on that credit card a month.
They made you.
Yeah.
So whatever problems you got,
you're right.
I also got a little touch of.
It depends on how your parents see it, I guess, too.
So if your daddy's got an addictive personality, you probably got a little touch of that in your ass, right?
I want to try that again.
In your ass.
No.
Like your whole body of ass. Like your body of ass. Not your ass. Your entire body. You an ass. Your father was an ass. You're an ass with a credit card. I would think it goes back to the parent.
Stop saying ass.
Okay, I know.
It goes back to the parent.
Okay.
Do you think,
your
though...
parent's ass.
Parental ass, yeah.
Parental ass.
Do you think, though, with the amount of things that your kid has access to with you currently, that this isn't really as big of a deal as it used to be? I mean, like, how many kids have access to their parents' Amazon accounts?
Sure.
Or,
I would be fearful.
Or their... linked, their parents' credit card is like linked to their things on their phone already. Like, I guess I wonder how big of a difference getting your kid their own credit card would be at this point for some parents, based on the fact that they're already using their own credit.
I guess the
card.
difference would be, and I get where you're coming from. I mean, I wouldn't put my kid on my Amazon account ever. That's a nightmare. But let's say your kid does start ordering stuff on your Amazon account. You can cancel those orders immediately. Same with the other stuff. With a credit card, I can't call up the credit card company and be like, cancel this order because your kid's going to get arrested. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the hit. That's the one.
You give your kids access to your credit card, don't you?
Well, okay, so that's just it. And it was the reason I have this take is it was a mistake, and it was a mistake we had to learn the hard way. That being said, Mike has been waiting patiently on hold. 252 WCMF. Hey, Mikey, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, brother. How are you?
Great, Mike. What do you got?
Well, first of all, I'm fired up for you that you spent the weekend at the rink. Where else would you rather be? Even though it was nice, you're at the rink.
Yeah, no, it was great going from 23-degree weather to 80-degree weather yesterday. My nose, Mike, you know this, it just immediately empties as soon as you walk out of the rink.
Absolutely. So, I love that you pose the question again. Does it help with finance?
Oh, we lost Mike.
Yeah. Can't get a hold of his cell phone.
We're losing you, Mike.
He's using Mint Mobile because his kid's spending all this money on. Mike, are you there?
No. Yeah. You
okay,
guys
go ahead.
There or no?
Yeah, go ahead. All right. So you said you love the reason
that.
we posed the question, and then you started talking. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you're basically saying, does it add to financial responsibility? 19 and 22-year-old kids probably gave the credit card link to my account at 16. The primary reason was to make sure they had something there in case of emergencies. Now, they had their own money, but we wanted to make sure they had access to things if something went bad. I don't necessarily think it helped with financial responsibility, but we have monitoring on that thing. So at any given time, we could shut that off.
Ooh.
So if they're spending recklessly, all I have to do is go into my app and click on the toggle the button, and they're all done.
Clipped.
So they know, it's a little micromanaging, but they know if my 22-year-old specifically, he's a boy, he's going to spend his on food. Like, he'll DoorDash his face off and eat Chipotle every day of the week.
By the way,
one
of my favorite Dead songs, DoorDash Your Face.
Yeah. He'll DoorDash his face up. My daughter, she might fire up a little Alta. So if she's going to Alta and it's not something that we're discussing, then we're going to have a problem. So, they know if they're going to want to use that a little bit recklessly and they don't ask us, there's going to be an issue.
All right, Mike, and I get where you're coming from, and I get you got the guardrails, and that's nice. I guess my question is, when they eventually get to a point where you're like, hey, you know what, I'm a dad, I'm not an ATM, are they going to go off on their own and be more responsible than they would have been with that credit card?
Well, I think yes. So my example is my older guy. Now, again, he's not a teenager anymore.
Yeah, but he's full of tacos.
He is full of tacos. He's Chipotle. So, but he's living off campus this year, and we're backing off the reins on what we're giving him in terms of him doing his own thing and spending his own money. He worked really hard this summer, and of course we're paying for room and board. But if he wants to spend and go Chipotle his face off, it's all on him. So as he's monitoring his bank account, or he doesn't use the credit card for that stuff anymore because we shut it off. So it's kind of like, again, it's 16 emergency purposes. You got the green light, but you better ask us if you're going to go sideways on things that are unnecessary.
Like
but
girlfriends? I would be afraid as soon as she gets a girlfriend.
Yeah. Birthday presents for girlfriends, like we're not paying for that.
Yeah,
like,
so you think, Mike, he bought it all at Chipotle. Gift cards to Chipotle. Mikey, thanks for the call, buddy. Have a good rest of the day, man. Take care.
You got it.
There goes credit card Mike. Okay, so Kimmy,
Chipotle your face off.
I would wear that T-shirt with a dead logo over it. So you had brought up, we had tried this. It happened to an extent with my wife. So a few years ago, my oldest had her 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C.
Well, that's a big one.
She was exactly 13 years old.
That's a big grown-up trip.
My wife was having a very hard time with it.
Yeah.
So my wife was worried that my daughter would wander off and not have money in an emergency in a school trip. She thought my 13-year-old would get lost in D.C. on a school trip.
Right.
So not only did she secretly attach an AirTag to my daughter,
Oh.
she she tracked her like a KGB spy
Gotcha.
without my daughter's knowledge. She also attached her credit card to my daughter's Apple Pay for the weekend. And we sat down with her the night before she left, and we explained to her, this is for emergencies, right? This is a responsibility that you have to have, and here's how this works, and da-da-da. My daughter's like, yes, absolutely. No, you can trust me. And they got off the bus at D.C. at like 6 p.m., and at 7 o'clock, she bought a $70 Hard Rock Cafe sweatshirt.
Well, yeah, it's cold out.
Immediately. It was June. Like, no exaggeration.
Yeah.
My daughter, in my money, spent $300 in 3 days, $200 in 3 days in just souvenirs. I have one right now. It sits on my desk.
That's all she
What'd
got
she
you?
get you?
I paid for this. It's a little glass carving of the Capitol building and the Washington.
Oh, look at
$70
that.
sweatshirt
Yeah,
for
they're both
me,
in there.
$10 trinket for dad.
Yep. In fact, I still have the box that it came in. She, on my credit card, spent $7.99 on this tiny little
Wow.
box that it came in here. Yeah. $70 sweatshirt, $8 glass thing.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, the point I'm making is, like, your kid can say all the right things.
Yeah.
And by the way, that card, my wife's card, still attached to my daughter's phone. And when she got home, in so many words, it was like, I will break your phone if you do this again. I will smash it with a hammer. We got Instagram messages coming in. You can always get us at Duffy on WCMF. Sarah writes, Duffy, we did this, and you have to do this now because there are places that don't take cash.
That's true.
If kids want to go out with their friends, there are places that need a credit card just to do things. There are those credit cards, though, you can buy.
Like a debit card with a limit?
Yeah. Or, like, put cash on them.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you
Well,
can
I guess
recharge
that-
them?
Yeah.
Would that change though once your kid starts working? Like, let's say your daughter's getting to that age where she's probably going to eventually have a part-time job. Would it be a little bit easier to get her some sort of credit card if you think, well, you can only you're going to have to pay off whatever you spend every month? So it gives them a little bit better of an idea of how long it takes to pay that thing off.
I'm seeing a lot of my dad in my oldest daughter because, like, there are times where, like, again,
The
she's
hair
only got-
products?
Yeah, she can't spike like that. Bro, she would hit her head on the bus every day. Like Sarah said, there's only, some places don't take cash.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Yeah.
like, she'll be like, oh, I have cash, but they, can you pay
Yeah.
for this and I'll pay you back? And I'll be like, yeah. So then, like, we'll get home and I'll be like, hey, I need that cash. And she'll be like, yep. And she'll walk in her room and close the door.
Oh, weird! I forgot.
No, but, like, she's literally, like, it's like the equivalent of my dad not answering the phone for bill collectors.
Right.
She'll just close her door, crank music up. Hello? Hello? All right, we'll finish with this.
What was that?
John writes us on Instagram, and this is what I'm afraid of, like my biggest fear. We gave my son a credit card when he was 16. He spent $2,000 on
Jesus.
online games before we realized what he was doing. It took him about a year for him to pay us back with the money he was making from his part-time job.
$2,000 just on stupid games.
Maybe you only make that mistake once.
Well,
yeah,
no,
but
Because I remember
it's already gone.
yeah, you can't get it back.
I remember my brother one time, it was before unlimited texting,
Oh, no.
and my parents got a bill for like $300
Oh, my
or
God.
something like that. because we went so far over in the data. So yeah, that was a one time like you're not texting anymore. Like you only made that mistake. It cost $300, but he only made that mistake once.
It's weird though, because I just heard in the break room like 15 minutes ago that you don't have to worry about boys with credit cards.
Okay, I was wrong about girls spending money. They don't want bags and shoes.
No, they want Hard Rock Cafe sweatshirts and tiny little glass Washington
Yeah,
Monument.
I was wrong.
All right, let's take a break. If this company had no news, it would be better news than the only news that's been showing up for them. Because we're correct, right? Spirit Airlines was the one that was about to go out of business?
Yeah, they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, I thought they had like a
guess.
date almost, like, hey, we're out of money this day.
You got it. No, I remember the story. Okay,
there was also Breeze Airways, too, which I think we were confusing.
Maybe it was Breeze. Okay, the bottom line is this. Even if they were getting nothing but glowing remarks, this is a not great story because there's one plane, really, that you have to be aware of at all times.
And it kind of sticks out.
Yeah.
Like, there's only one of these planes.
And they're always letting you know where it is.
Yeah, you can watch it on TV.
So how does this happen? We'll get to it next here in the break room on CMF. So this isn't one of those like you had one job situations.
Yeah.
There's lots of jobs you have when you're doing this job.
Sure.
But this is the only type of plane you'd really have to be worried about.
Yeah.
So for you to be around this thing and be so oblivious that you have the air traffic controller screaming at you. You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5 WCMF. It's been a rough couple of months for Spirit Airlines.
Yeah.
Right? Airline industry in general, but Spirit's been in the headlines for a couple of things you don't want to be there. And it continues over the weekend.
What happened?
Story on ABC News says last Tuesday, Spirit Airlines Flight 1300, it was headed to Boston from Lauderdale, got a little too close for comfort to Air Force One.
By the way, I always thought that the thing was like in restricted airspace.
It is actually, which is why we are in the situation that we're in right now. So according to the story, we have audio. We don't have the actual audio. The audio exists of the communication between the tower and the pilot. And it starts with the tower saying, "Pay attention! Spirit 1300, turn 20 degrees right." No response.
He said, "Pay attention."
Pay attention. The air traffic control then says, "Spirit 1300, turn 20 degrees right now." No response. The air traffic control then tells the pilot, "Spirit Wings 1300, turn 20 degrees immediately," to which case it worked. Then you hear the air traffic controller get back on again and scold the pilot even more, saying, "I got to talk to you twice every time. Pay attention. Get off the iPad."
Wait, was that Captain two times? Get the paper.
What do they mean by every time?
Maybe he knows this person.
Oh,
Maybe
I thought maybe. Oh, well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Is this Chuck again?
Does the
Captain Chuck?
Okay, does the air traffic controller identify themselves to the pilot? Like, do the pilots and air traffic controllers know who's who? Do you have a name in front of you?
I would assume.
Why?
I don't know.
I always thought it was
because I
just-
want to be safe.
I always thought it was just the name of the plane, like Spirit 1300.
Oh,
Does it say Steve Jackson?
maybe probably just the pilot's name because you got to log in everything, don't you?
I don't. What are you basing that on?
Well, like you get
I
on
don't
a
know
plane.
why. I just assume they have all the
they know
information.
They know every
But I
ass
could
that's
be-
in that plane.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong there.
If
I'm
the
saying
plane crashes, they know every passenger.
I understood.
or soul.
I'm curious if you're like in the air traffic control tower. Does it say like Spirit Airlines piloted by Steve Jackson, co-piloted by Mike Francis?
I hope so. More information, the better.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Like, and I'm yelling at you, Rob.
So here's the other thing I can't figure out. The freak out happened, like we said, when this Spirit Airlines flight got too close to Air Force One, which is in restricted airspace. It was 8 miles away. Is that close in plane talk?
It must be. Well, especially Air
Okay.
Force One.
Okay, no. Listen to me.
What?
I know there are pilots that
Yeah.
listen to this show, 252 WCMF.
I hope no pilot
No,
is
they
listening
do.
to this crap.
There's one guy in particular he calls all the time. He called about the lasers last week.
And there's another guy on Instagram who's like a legitimate commercial pilot
All right.
who comments on our stuff all the time.
Okay.
In the air, on the iPad. Listen to you guys at 30,000 feet.
So you're saying, do I think 8 miles is too close to be next to another plane?
Okay, it is obviously
What is that? What do they consider that?
Yes. Like if that was another plane 8 miles from that plane, would that be like a big deal?
How far can you see? Like, if you look at if you're on a clear day in a plane,
Yeah.
how far can you? 10 miles?
Kimmy, can we get a Google on that?
Because
I
like,
mean-
Why would
usually-
you even guess that?
Well,
I've been in
the reason I
planes, though,
say
where
that
you
is-
see like other planes passing in the distance.
but they're usually so far away, but I don't know how far that is.
That's what I'm saying.
Like they're just like little specks.
So why would you guess? Is it 10 miles? You 10
I don't
miles
know.
away?
Well, 10 would be better than 8.
No, but you go 10 miles in like 45 seconds. Not even.
Now you're just guessing
Well,
how
no.
fast planes go
You-
per second.
You go 600 miles an hour, right?
Oh, go ahead, math. Captain Math.
600 miles.
Pay attention, Captain Math.
Okay.
100 mile would be
Yeah, you
10
don't know.
minutes. Go
I'd
on.
be afraid Trump's waiting for me when I land. Thinks he's a big shot, big yellow plane, thinks he owns the airspace, big shot, playing with World War III.
I can never tell if you're doing Trump or RFK. They're now starting to blend.
Well, they're both, heads of state.
No, one's a head of state. One guy runs the CDC.
Oh, you mean Lil K. I was thinking Big K. You know Lil K.
But Little K also banned this weekend by RFK Jr.
You asked how far you can see.
Yes.
So from a cruising altitude of around 35,000 to 40,000 feet.
That's where the big boys play.
You can see the horizon approximately 230 to 245 miles That's about the max you can see.
Wait,
away.
you can see that far?
So 8 miles, he's pretty close. Like there are,
I guess so, man.
in
Goddamn.
theory, the people on the Spirit flight could have looked out their window and seen
Wait to
Air
the
Force
president.
One. Yes, and it's always
Sing hail to the chief.
it's always covered by like fighter jets, right?
Right.
So that would have been alarming if you're on that plane.
Yeah, you would think like 9/11's going down or some crap.
252 WCMF, a Spirit Airlines flight got too close to Air Force One on Tuesday, according to a story on ABC News. It was within 8 miles of Air Force One, and it sounds like the tower was yelling at the pilot multiple times to switch course, which they were not doing. Do you get fired for this if you're the pilot?
I hope so. You
What?
almost hit another plane in the sky.
Hold on, no, you're doing it. You're doing it again.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
Doing it. I'm gonna do it.
No, you didn't. You were 8 miles away. You didn't almost hit him.
That's almost, according to you.
No, it's not.
8 miles
No.
is less than 4 seconds.
No, I'm asking.
You did the math.
I did not. You said I can't do the
All right,
math,
what's your
stupid.
question?
No,
All right, what's your question? I'm listening.
there was no like threat of colliding with Air Force One. Like they're giving the president's plane a wide berth. Like I understand it. Fine.
But you could have. But there's like fighter jets up there. I don't know how much other planes fly with that plane.
I don't know how much other planes fly with that plane.
Like-
and you want to criticize me.
All right, so,
I don't know how much other planes fly with the plane.
so I know there's 2 Air Force Ones that fly every time.
No, there's Air Force One and Air Force Two.
No, they're both Air Force One.
Oh, they both Air Force One.
It's only Air Force One when the
Uh-huh.
president's ass is in it.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
After that, it's just plain.
So you just answered your own damn question.
No, but I'm saying I
there's
don't-
only one Air Force One because it's
How
only Air
much-
Force One with the president's
how
ass in it.
much escort planes is around it?
How much escort planes is around it?
Over?
How do you keep saying dumber things?
Over.
252 WCMF. Thank God.
What? We got nobody.
A man who says he can answer. Well, look, he says he can answer our air traffic question.
Who is it?
And he's got a name that kind of proves it.
Yeah.
All right.
Earl's on CMF.
Earl?
Earl, help us out, buddy. What do you got?
All right, so I used to be air traffic controller in the Navy.
Okay, so how far is 8 miles?
Bro,
da-
that's got to go back a few years, my man.
Why? I'm only 37.
You're 37 with that voice?
Yeah, but no, he got hit in the throat with a plane. All right, Earl, if two.
He's got old man name and voice, and he's 37.
All right, Earl, if two planes are flying 8 miles apart from each other and they're just standard planes, is that a dangerous situation?
8 miles is not. It's supposed to be 5 miles
Okay.
or at least 1,000 feet in separation in height
Okay.
by altitude.
Okay, so like if it was 8 miles, any other planes, there would be no issue at all.
Correct, but Air Force One has a large buffer zone. You can't go anywhere near it. And there's only one Air Force One when the president's on it.
Ah,
Air Force
stupid.
2 if it's Air Force 3 if it's the family.
Ah! I didn't say that, but that sounds good too. All right, so Earl, do you know what's the buffer that Air Force One gets? Do you know?
I do know, but we don't say.
Okay.
Oh.
We almost got him.
Classified.
It's a lot like Doing Where They Wind It, where we almost talked Earl into saying classified information. I was going to say, but then I went to jail. I mean, Earl, like, I got to think that being an air traffic controller already intense. I got to think for the Navy
Yeah,
with
yeah.
fighter jets,
A lot on the line there.
right?
Yeah, there's a lot. If you crash, you go to Lemonwood for life.
You can say that again? Oh, live with it for life. Yes, okay, I got you.
Hey, but
Earl,
doesn't that go for the other guys, too?
well, no, more than Navy. Earl, can you transition from air traffic controller job in the Navy to like a regular air traffic controller job, or is it so stressful you just want out?
No, you can transfer over. You just have to go where the FAA wants you to go.
You have to keep calling the guys Maverick?
No, Top Gun's too old to be using as a reference.
Yeah, old man.
They just remade it.
Yeah, for old men.
It's just as bad. It's all right.
Earl, thanks for all the information, buddy. Have a good rest of the day.
You do.
All right, there goes Earl. We were that close to getting our first
It's top secret
classified
information.
top secret
Yeah.
information.
Or
Like,
so
they
we
can't
think.
say. That's so weird.
All right, well, it's more than 8 miles.
Shh.
Well, no, the story on ABC News said that.
Keep it quiet, man.
Okay, what do you good? What?
The feds will be over.
Oh, damn it! I wanted to ask him about the fighter jets too.
What do you want to know?
How many fighter jets go with the president when they fly
Oh,
around?
yeah.
That's
yeah.
probably classified,
Yeah, I bet
too.
you can't say.
Well, you could look up.
There's probably 2.
What? Shut up.
One on each side.
No, what about the front and the back?
They got front and back covered with the jet. They just turn around and shoot them guys.
What do you just turn around and shoot them guys? No, did you know that they actually fly one jet backwards off the back? You almost believed
The
it,
toe
you
behind.
stupid idiot.
So flying in reverse.
You stupid idiot.
The whole time. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. I got it.
He's trying to play it off like a joke, but if you watch the live stream, his
Well, I didn't
face
think
for a second
about it
was
for a
like,
minute.
wow, really? That's going to be a really good pilot. We come back, wrap it up. Tell you what we're doing tomorrow next on CMF.
Adio, Monday Rubber.
For a Monday break room CMF that makes tomorrow a Tuesday. You know what that means?
Oh, were we hanging in the hood with Kimmy?
We're going to find out. She's got to post from the neighborhood app. She's going to remove all street names and town references, not to give it right away.
Sure.
Right? But there will be enough clues in there where if you listen.
Listen.
Yes, you do. You'll be able to figure out which town, village, neighborhood in the city of Rochester that post came from, where they whining.
Mm-hmm.
Coming at you just after 9 o'clock tomorrow in the break room on CMF, plus a whole bunch more stuff, fun stuff. But we got to get out of the way.
Okay.
For Kimmy,
Yeah.
who's always so financially responsible about everything. I was given a credit card at 15, and I learned responsibility. My dad, a great credit score. Shut up. Shut up.
You told me to shut up.
No, shut up. No, I hate it. I hate it.
What? Stop
Sorry.
yelling at
no,
me.
I won't stop yelling at you. And Tommy is with me here because we went through so much pain being stupid with money.
Yes.
Because we had dads that were stupid with money.
Mm-hmm. We had no self-control. You have self-control.
Well, I'm financially boring.
Yeah, no, she ain't got snacks.
Don't leave it there. You're way more boring than that. But you have self-control. I've never had self-control. Like, I have to think about it constantly. You're just automatic. Like, you bought that hat.
You told me to shut up. I'm still shutting up.
No, but you bought that hat and you're stuck with it.
Boo.
Yeah.
I would have bought 10 hats.
You have.
Just as ugly.
For Tommy Muley, who is just ugly. My name's Pat Tommy. We'll see you tomorrow morning in the break room, 6 a.m. on 96.5 WCMF.